We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Please don't hate on it. Please support on it, on it. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them ones, are they dumb? Thumbs up, subscribe, cash app, $sign on box rhyme.
They don't like us, they don't like us. They don't like lookalikes, they don't like us. They don't like us.
They are not like us. They don't like us. They look up. There are lookalikes. They don't like us. They are our lookalikes. They don't like us. They don't like us. They look like lookalikes. They not like us. We the original.
Number one, uno. We're not alike, you know. Y'all are like we made in the image, our likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, they tried it,
Hey yo, they can't even make good music, yo. Where's the conscious Pan-African good music? Straight garbage.
They don't like us, they don't like us. They don't like lookalikes, they don't like us.
Yo, they look like our lookalikes. They are not us.
They don't like lookalikes, they don't like us. They don't like us.
They don't like us. They look like our lookalike. They not. They not like us. They not look. They are our lookalikes. They don't like. I killed them with the wordplay, yo. They not like us. They look like our lookalikes. They not like us. They don't like us. They don't look. They look like our lookalikes. They don't like us. This is a banger, yo. They don't like us. They look like our lookalikes. They don't like us. Listen, we the original number one. Uno. They all lie like image of likeness. Our image is righteous. Our image is priceless. You can't buy or sell it. They tried translated slavery. They tried and failed it. No, they tried and failed it. They look where we're at now. Image, lineage, priceless. Hey, peace, Tyron. What's going on, man?
What's going on? I just came off of Sinetta's live earlier this evening. These guys were in denial, like Black American cultural retentions that already exist with us. They wanted to attach themselves to Kemet, attach themselves to West Africa, Central Africa. These dudes over here, Cap, they talking mess about this Tariq Nasheed guy when Tariq Nasheed ain't even looking for them, and they own elder James Smalls was out here calling people agents and CIA.
And then he said he was the FBA himself. All I have to say, he's the FBA. He conceded. He bowed down. He kissed the ring.
Yeah, he bowed down and kissed the ring. Now he trying to double back when we literally got footage of him being a chucklehead with Sinetta on 125th Street talking about he ain't no African and that Africans don't like us and stuff like that.
Right. Flip-floppers. Ass kissers, man. African ass kissers, what I call them.
So are we CIA agents or is it them? Because if we look at the track record of Pan-Africanism, it's not looking pretty. We can go all the way back to the...
It's looking very CIA-ish, okay?
Before there was even a CIA.
Baba, speaking of lookalike, Baba Smalls looks very zesty out here. But go ahead.
You said what?
I said Baba Coon Nutty Professor Smalls. Hello, looks very zesty out in these streets, man. Dude, zesty as hell.
I wouldn't just say him. I would say Brother Reggie. He was
him too.
Call out Tariq Nasheed names and your name is Tariq Nasheed, okay?
Hey, he couldn't survive over here. Brother Reggie came over here 3, 4, 5 times. He got cooked, bro. He ain't survive over here. He's a fake historian. He's a fake he just in his Black City plan. I made a whole live dedicated to debunking, showing how that's why we call him retarded Reggie. The dude can't comprehend basic logic, basic history. He's retarded, and he admitted while he was talking to me. Bias Ron, I can't touch you when it comes to Marcus Garvey. He bowed out. He bowed out the conversation about
some funny shit because Phoenix Moon already gave these nitwits their genealogy. Reggie conceded and said he is American Indian. Sinetta goofy self. We got a recording of him cussing out Unc. That's another goofy.
All of them are goofies, right?
Yeah, we basically got him in 4K cussing Ankh and Elliot Blunt, Sarah Suit Seti out over this African shit, saying y'all ain't no motherfucking African. Africans treat y'all
crazy ass
shit. That's his words. And Sinetta literally conceded and said he got Indian DNA on his daddy's side, and that his relatives at the funeral a couple of months back saying that he's Shinnecock Indian.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is coming from that Turtle Lane goofy ass nigga over here trying to recruit him into being what they calling us abos and wabos, but they don't even know what that word means.
Nah. I'm not focusing them all because they're not part of Sinetta. It's Sinetta. Yeah, no. I'm not ruffing no feathers over there. I'm sticking to the HOC, the House of Cons. I want to stay right there. I don't want to go no further.
Bro, sign that House of Cotton. Just
Yeah.
Harlem.
I want to stay right there because the other guys ain't part of that. I'm gonna stick with his stable.
Oh yes, they are. They all one.
No, bro. I'm aware, bro. They don't go over there, bro. They beef with Sinetta and those guys. Trust me, bro. I'm my ear to the streets. They don't beef with them.
Bro,
I mean, I'm sorry.
For some time.
Hey, bro. Listen. I don't. Yeah, have you ever seen me debate on Sinetta before?
I haven't, frankly.
Right. So stop. So stop your cap. Bro, I debated Captain Zariak on Sinetta TV and got the nod. I won by a poll. I'm on there. I cook polite. I cook Brother Eric Muhammad. So trying to run down what you did on Sinetta piece. Yeah, I've been in tune with Sinetta for like damn near 15 years, bro. And I've been on this panel 1,000 times. He called me by name, okay, to handle polite. So what you about to say, that's cat. Like you're very new over there because he called me by name, but
I've known him for 15 years.
Okay. That's impossible to not know who I am. But hold on, that's it. What you're saying makes no sense.
Hold on.
If you're claiming to know Sinetta that well, then you will know who I am over there, bro. I'm a household name. I've been Unc and the Pseudo Killers. But I was there with Dr. Maya and Unc. Bro, that don't make any sense what you're saying. If you're that in tune, you would have seen me a plethora. I was in Harlem debating with Unc and Garfield and fucking sorry, Imhotep. There's no way not to know me if you've been in that tune with Sinetta. Stop
My
it.
uncle was like right next door to them.
No. But listen to what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying. If you're that in tune and been that dedicated and that consistent, you would have known I come from over there, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I was a regular over there, bro. I sometimes say to you. So that means that
I'm not a regular like that. I come in and out.
Right. Right. And that's all of it. But you're trying to, but no, listen, I'm saying that be said because you're trying to educate me on something. I was like, you're not educating me. I was there longer than you and more consistent. So I'm saying, so I know who's the House of Khan and I know who's not. So the Dan Callaways, all those guys, the Abels, they're not House of Khan. You made that shit up. They're not House of Khan.
I didn't say Dan Calloway.
Right. But the Abels, period, they're not House of Conscious at all.
I know they're not House of Conscious.
Okay, so what I said was I'm not dealing with them. Yeah. I'm staying on tap. I'm staying to my title. My title is House of Cons. I'm only dealing with Sinetta's stable. That's it. Nobody else.
Yeah, that's what we're getting into. I'm breaking down what I know about them.
Okay, yeah. So there's no need to mention Abels and those guys. No, leave them alone. I'm focused on Sinetta's stable alone. That's it.
So Sinetta's stable alone, we can address like Shaka. We can talk about Polite, Sarah Sutin Seti. What's that? Irritated Weenie, Irritated Genie, and he a fed.
Let's stick with his current stable that's active today because he just had Captain Tazari, whatever his name is, over there. He has Unc and him over there. He had Brother Reggie. We call him Retarded Reggie. He had him over there. So I'm saying like his main core that he'll go to.
What about Garfield Reed? What happened to Garfield?
Nah, Garfield is no longer H.O.K. Like he's doing his own thing. So I'm not going to include him.
Because I know he was over here trying to perpetuate and try and be Black American as well by pushing his anchor.
But guess what? H.O.K. only. Anybody who's not H.O.K. they're not on the hot seat tonight.
Oh, all right. So back to the context of what I was talking about on the panel tonight, and I literally brought up a primary source. These niggas was acting like I didn't show anything, especially Unc. I sent it to him twice. This dude was over here trying to overlook what I sent him. Didn't even want to go to the page that I gave him that was contradicting his entire science basis or thesis, talking about, we are African via DNA and slave ships and all this other stuff, when these companies do not have slave bones in their database. They don't we got them. Ships. They don't have any American Indian reference panels, especially those that's relevant to Black Americans' genealogy within the southeastern woodlands, because all those Indians went through chattel slavery. So these guys were being very disingenuous when I was breaking down like how Black Americans own folklore, such as Uncle Remus, such as Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and all that is shared with American Indian retentions and also wading in the water. These are things that we were practicing before Abrahamic religions, and these guys booted me the first time on their last show, and then this show currently, I didn't have time to talk to these people, but I broke down briefly about like the book, which is Bureau of American Ethnology 19 Annual Report.
I'm listening.
Yeah, and in that book, it's from the Smithsonian. That's a government primary source from cartographer James Mooney, if I'm not mistaken. Many of these cats aren't looking into these books because these books at the time were written where Black folks weren't interested in reading material, especially whites didn't want Negroes reading this type of material where they was double speaking and writing down what our culture actually is while trying to Africanize Black Americans at that time, like the 1500s, 1600s, going into the early 1900s and 20th century. These people didn't want us learning about our own indigenous American retentions in an academic atmosphere. They wanted us to claim a fake African royalty background with these divine nine Greeks, Boulets, and many of these cats that's in Sinetta Circle want to cherry pick both Marcus Garvey's ideology and the Greek.
Marcus Garvey full of shit. Everything he says is questionable. He's full of shit.
Yeah, and they want to use the Boule Greek Divine Nine college Black affluent Jack and Jill societies information of Africanizing people, such as this African American label, which the mass majority of Black folks did not agree to. That came out of some anonymous Negroes up there in Philadelphia, New York area, New Jersey area, getting up with these white folks, Caribbeans, trying to Africanize them. Have you heard anything about that?
Nah, I didn't. Okay, so let me tell you my stance. It's very clear. I don't believe I'm not arguing against. So I'm giving my stance. That don't mean I'm debunking. All right, bro. Peace. That don't mean I'm debunking another stance. I'm saying, as far as I know, my research, I came over here on slave ships, right? Chattel slavery, and we linked up with the natives that were here to some degree, right? So that's my account of things. Like so that's just my account. That's my history record. Now, if somebody else says they were already over here, I don't have an argument for them. You know what I mean? That's their account. You feel me? I don't have. Wait, hold on. You just gotta hear. It's nothing you can share with me to go otherwise, right? Like for my, because I got questions for you then. All right. You dig? So because that's one thing not gonna happen. I know I'm a great researcher. Everybody got questions for me, but I got questions too though. Now the guy Kimmit that's in the chat from Unk Show. Mm-hmm. Now we're just an Unk Show. I'm gonna replay the whole Unk Show. So he claims I look like an illiterate. Okay, sure. I'm gonna play the video back on Unk Show. Now, but Kimmit won't click my link. So here's the difference between me, Tyrone, and those guys. I come to their panels and pull up. I was at JJ's. I was at all these smaller channels, and I pull up and I talk, and I have the same energy. These guys never click the link over here. So, Kimmit, the least you can do is be a man like I was and click the link and expose yourself, be vulnerable to questions. Okay, I went over there, bro. Tyrone, I've been over there. A panel, they had like a panel of 10 people, and everybody against FBA, and I was holding my own nuts, and I'm gonna play the video back. You'll see. So I just want to establish I don't agree that FBA is always here and not from Africa, right? But okay, but that's just my, again, I'm 1 out of 43 million. I'm not the end all be all. That's just my individual assessment, and I'm comfortable with that, and I'm gonna hang my hat on that. I believe that I came through. I'm believe that most FBAs came through chattel slavery. I do believe some people are already here, okay, and they intermingle with the people like me who came over the slave ships. But I understand that there are some out there that believe we were always over here. The slave trade never happened, and blah blah blah. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not here to debate them either, because my only question to everybody is simply, did you serve in U.S. chattel slavery? That's it. I don't give a damn if you were here already or came over like me. Did you go through that? If you didn't, you're not FBA. I don't give a damn what you talking about or anybody talking about. If you didn't go through U.S. chattel slavery, first and foremost, you're not FBA. You agree?
Yeah. If you ain't
Yeah.
go through chattel slavery within the United States, dating all the way back to the 1500s through 1808, then you might as well just say that you were tethered, because they want to hold their hat on that Clotilda, Alabama stuff, and that's not fully documented, or anybody have come forward to prove that they are outside of Questlove. But they're trying to claim that we got cousins in Africa in the fourth or fifth generation, when that's capped, because nobody has any documentation taking them to Ibrahim Sori or actual Africans that were here that were Muslim or had actual African retentions like Martin Delaney. Outside of that, if we're going to read E. Franklin Frazier's Negro Family in the United States, none of these Negroes have actual proof that they came from Africa, just vague Africanisms that they want.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, I'm not. That's not what this is for. You got to stick to the subject. Okay, the subject is the H.O.K. House of Cons and Coons attack FBA. So now Kemet says this. Kemet says, imagine bullying an 80-year-old Pan-African coon, and then bragging about it online. Hey Kemet, I would do more than bullying him. I will stuff my foot on that old man's head while he lay on the ground. You dig? You don't disrespect the lineage, my guy. There's no love for that guy.
Well, he disrespected his mama back in the night.
Yeah. So Kim, you ain't gonna make me feel bad by using the word bullying. Call it what you want to call it. Call it bullying. Call it cockroach stomping. You dig? I'll do all that. That's your coon elder. It's not mine. He's a piece of shit, foolish man. Okay, I got no love and respect for that dude. I've been saying it for 9 months. Okay, he's a piece of shit. Nobody. He's garbage. And so are you. You won't even click the link to have, at least Tyrone click the link. You want it, revenue. You won't even click the link to say that. That's how much of a coward you are, bro. And look, Tyrone, I could predict when I was on Unk channel, I was composed. I took my time. I paused. I waited. I pick and chose when I spoke. I didn't just ramble. If they actually click the link, let me add this. I gotta add this. If they actually click the link, they're gonna just ramble and troll. They're not gonna actually do what I did and be composed and have a dialogue.
Yeah.
And be professional and respectful. They're gonna click the link and just start rambling off the mouth. These are cowards. That is representation of Pan-Africanism. Okay, they can't have a dialogue. They can't come on here and just say, "Hey, all right, man, I got this question. Here, answer this. You got one for me." They can't do that. That's why Kemet. This dude name is Kemet, dude. What are you from? Yo, this dude in 2025, going on 2026, is bragging about something 10,000 years ago that can't do nothing for him today. He's mad at us holding on to FBA, which they call recent. Dude, you're holding up to something 10,000 years ago, and they got their ass kicked by Alexander the Great. Okay,
and
so.
Not just them, the Hittites, Mesopotamians, and the final dynasty was with Nubian.
Yeah, they got wiped out of history. But let me add this part: they got wiped out of history. Yeah, dude. The only Egyptians we know of today live in Egypt with the Arabs, and they light as hell, dude. Hey, what's up with these peppercorn head Egyptians? Like, there's no such thing as them. You're holding on to a lineage that went extinct, dude. If you believe they were peppercorn Egyptians, point them out today in the world. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't gonna call themselves Egyptians. They're gonna say they're Nigerian, they're Ethiopian, Eritrean, Sudanese. They're gonna say everything under the sun but Egyptian.
Ain't nothing grows in Egypt either. It's nothing but desert. Like, what you gonna eat?
Deserts and meerkats. That's what they're gonna eat. Meerkats and vultures.
And gators on the not gators,
crocodile, right?
Hippopotamus, ham.
Yeah. Remember those cartoons where the guy was like thirsty on the desert, and he had this envision of water, but it wasn't water. That's what they do out there now. They go out there and envision like fruits and vegetables and water, It's an illusion, dude. It's your mind's playing tricks on you. Okay, so you missed me with this dude name is Kemet. He's mad at us saying FBA something real and practical today. This dude said Kemet. That's not nobody in the world is using the words Kemet today, and it's not practical and no political, social environment, no geographical, nothing. That's a term that went extinct, my guy. Nobody's saying Kemet today, man. Besides you, conscious coons.
Yep, and these Greek Boule Divine Nine, this Grecian shit. None of that Grecian shit can help us today. You can't eat nothing throwing up hand signs and twirling a candy cane and jumping up and down and barking like dogs. You can't do nothing with that.
Nothing. And again, hey family, if y'all really want to have an Egypt conversation, let's have that. I'm gonna show you how degenerate and primitive those guys were. Like I said, putting crocodile dung in your vagina to protect yourself from pregnancy, that's not what I call smart. Okay, because guys like the guy Kemet in the chat, he would pretend Egyptians were smart. And I just got one question, bro. Putting crocodile shit in your vagina. How is that smart?
Yeast infection.
They get AIDS infection, like they invented AIDS basically. Like, what the hell is that? Like, how you look at a crocodile taking a dump? So you know what?
Oh, don't forget catching semen.
Yo, look at that dump over there. I'm gonna put that in my vagina. So this pharaoh don't have 1,000 kids with me. Watch this. I got him. Look, I'm gonna fool this fool. I mean, you look at, yo, bro, all the things on earth, and you look at crocodile dung, crocodile shit. As I'm going to use that
front to back, bro, or back to front, and like that's disgusting.
Hey yo, Kemet guy. We could just talk about Kemet. We ain't got to do FBA. Let's just do Kemet. I'm gonna cook click the link. He won't do it. But I was where he was at. I clicked that link and I battle. I'm gonna show you. I battle like 10 Pan-Africans. But when this comes over here, they ain't clicking that link. Look, there you go. Check this out.
Oh, Port City Coon? Yeah, that dude's a whole lot of pseudo.
Yeah, and that's all these guys won't call in. All these guys, they be over here watching because we lit. And they will not click that link. So look, they all had their chance to try to question me over there. Like they had balls all of a sudden because they had so many people against me. Let me ask them this, and I answer all those questions.
Port City Vibes. He got a mixed kids and a white wife.
Oh, okay, yeah. Come on, man. You got that going on. You want to rock with me? Stop. All right, check this out. I pulled up with all these guys. Census,
and for we must. And it matters in some cases because
okay, so that's me at the bottom right clearly.
With your under the make any significant difference. Historical.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it.
That
goddamn
doesn't mean that we have to make those people. One of the things that aren't based in white immigration. It's a very strong point. So that you know with the anti-loan, but with that FBI, like what do you mean by that? Parents that were from Jamaica.
Now keep in mind, nobody get views without mentioning FBA. Now we're so irrelevant, we're cult members, but you can't get views or attention without saying the word, the acronym FBA. Now we get views no matter what we talk about. We could talk about the sun is yellow and what shade of yellow, and we're gonna have views. These guys, they have to say FBA to get views.
What you gonna say?
Peace. Hey, come back on. Difference between me and him. No, we're not equal. Watch this. Come back on, bro.
Okay.
Okay. You hear? Okay. Watch this. When America used black, does America use black as a racial term or ethnonym? Do you know what an ethnonym is?
Yes.
Now, family, he had no idea. I should have asked him what an ethnonym was because he had no idea. Watch. Okay, so when America used black, is it in the racial term sense or ethnonym sense?
Both.
No. When America, okay, you heard this dude?
Yep, I heard that moron.
He said both. Now this is a guy. See, when you deal with this type of dishonesty, like where can we go from here? But let's carry on. It does census, bro. It ain't both. Okay, so one more time.
You didn't ask about census. Slow down. Slow your roll.
No. I said America.
How America uses it. Right. So you're talking about the census.
Okay, so now because he don't know what an ethnonym is, family, he doesn't know what an ethnonym is. America only uses black as a racial term. When a white person say black, Tyrone, I'm ask you. When a white person say black person, do you think they're differentiating from us and a Jamaican? Yes or no?
Yes, they are.
Right. No. What I mean is, like, when a white person say black, do they? Okay, let me ask you this: do white people call Jamaicans black?
They call them West Indians.
No. But how would they know? Okay, so if they look at, huh?
Because whites know their domestic Negro.
No, but we barely know, bro. We just talked about growing up. And for example, cannabis is a Jamaican. I never known that. I never know that. So how a white person gonna know something I don't know?
All right, so
you feel me?
No.
Hey, yo, my point is, hey, bro, white people don't know who is who. This is why they talk to us all like we're the same. The way they know who is who is because when we drive in our car, Foundation Black Americans don't have flags. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and everybody got a flag in their car to let white supremacy know I'm not Black American. I'm this.
I would
okay.
Because white people do know black. They
nah. Hey, bro, come. Hey, you got coworkers, bro? Do you work? You got coworkers?
Yeah. And
okay, so you're wait, slow down. So you're telling me your coworkers knew you're not Jamaican, and they know Jamaica is not FBA. You're telling me that your coworkers?
Yes. Let me tell you.
No. I don't want to hear that. I got my own experience, my guy.
Yeah,
I work with white. Okay, cool, bro. I had to explain to the white girl the difference because she was including me or including them with us. So stop, bro. I had to tell her like, oh, no. He's Jamaican.
Hold on, get this though. Get this.
Hey, bro, no, I don't gotta get it. What I'm saying is, I know for a fact that white people don't know. How the hell they know better than us? Because, what are you talking about?
Let me tell you something, because there's some white people that know the truth, and there's some.
Listen. Hey, bro. No. Hey, bro, that's babble. That's babble.
It's not babble.
That's babble. Hey, bro.
Hear me out.
Nah. I don't need to because white people already said y'all look alike.
Hear me out.
So no, bro. No, it's no way. It's dumb because if what you're saying, look, what I'm saying to you is, if what you're saying is true, that means the white people I work with would have known the difference. They didn't. They included them. I had to correct her.
No, hold on.
You got black. It's not. It's okay. Look. Hey, bro. I'm going with the show. Let me go with the show. I got a title. I'm not doing this. I asked you a question. You. That's your experience. I can't say you didn't experience that. But what I'm saying is, if what you're saying is universal, then my experience would have been your experience, and it wasn't. She didn't know that these folks were not. That we were different. Like she was including them into the Black American race. All right. So let me go on. Yeah,
are you talking about in bills? How are you using the term? Judicial is still America. The legislature is still America. The president is still America. So which way are you talking about it?
I got you. You're not on my level at all. Okay, so in this country, on all forms, every conversation, when they say black is inclusive to everybody of African descent, it's never used as an ethnonym. The only people who use black as an ethnonym are Black Americans. Everybody else use black as a racial construct. You're not on my level, my guy, but you know,
that sounds good. That's incorrect.
Okay. All right. Okay. Try debunk that. Okay. So in America, when we say, okay, for example, black crime rates, get back on here. Black marriages.
I like the way you said that, but you haven't produced any sources. So go get a source.
I got that. But now look, this guy said, this is what they do when you just make too much sense. They say, go get a source. Like, bro, this is real life. What you mean go to this? I'm explaining. Yeah. What you mean do? Pull up a document? What are you talking about? We offer our applications. And I asked Revenue, what box you? Because Revenue said I'm Jamaican American. I never claimed to be FBA. I said, Revenue, when you fill out the application and it says Black or African American, what do you check? He said, I check Black African American. He doesn't check other and put Jamaican American down there. Okay, so no, nobody, Tyrone, nobody's gonna miseducate me. I know what I know, and I'm 10 toes in what I know. Okay, so no, that's not the case. And the reason why they're pretending I'm wrong is because they don't want us to delineate from the rest of melanated people. They want us to include we're all Black together, but we're not all Jamaican. Well, look, you know what's funny? We're all Black together, but we're not all Jamaican together. We're not all Yoruba together. We're not all Sudanese together. We're not all Haitian together, but we're all Black American together. Get the fuck out of here. But look, hold on.
You're stuttering. Go get it. Go get it now.
Right. No. Hold on. Yeah, I can stutter.
You can go get it.
No, so I can stutter. I look good when I stutter. But look, let me ask you this. Black
keep the source. Pause. Get the source.
I got you. Wait, hold on. Relax. Black crime rates.
I'm not going to continue until you show a source.
You see that? Like this, family. This what happens. You seen it when I'm with JJ's. This what happens when I join other people podcasts. But notice they don't come over here. They watch our channel. We pull way more numbers than them, 3-4 times more numbers than them. They're tuned in. Okay, they're definitely here. They're tuned in. But what they don't do is click that link like I clicked that link. So I'm making an example, family, before 2026. Because 2026, I'm not clicking nobody link. It's here or nothing. Okay, so all the way to a year out, I'm going to click their links and join their panels. And I'm going to click sign that link and fillet them. Okay, but 2026, you got to come here or FBA channel or nothing. No dialogue. All they do is want to hold authority. Look at this guy. He keeps talking and talking. He don't want to understand nothing I'm saying. When I get Revenue and the tethers over here, I try to understand what they're saying. Like, yo, so he don't want to know what I'm saying at all. This is brand new to him, and he like, yo, sounds like it's too correct. I'm intimidated. I'm insecure. I gotta just create confusion. That's what's going on right now. Mute up then. The mute up then. Now I'm gonna educate the panel and the chat absent of you. Okay, cool. Mute up. I was gonna have a dialogue with you. You're afraid. Okay, so here it is, family. What? Black crime race, black crime race, Black stats, Black marriages, all of that is not an ethnonym. All of that is racial. That's everybody in America that is under the African descent banner, the category. Okay, like I said, because there's something called explicit representation. That's when you get down to ethnonym, but that's never used in any American census. It's always racial based. This is why reparations can never be a thing with Pan-Africanism, because they made it race based. There's no such thing as race based reparations. So when we took over that, we made that shit lineage based where it should be. That's how you collect some money. So for you failed, bro. Black in America is always generically and generally used as a racial term, never an ethnonym. Only Black Americans use it as an ethnonym, exclusive to anybody outside. So family, y'all heard my point. It was crystal clear. I said the word Black, when it's used as an ethnonym, as Black Americans, outside of us, is used as a racial term. Look how this illiterate Kemet, it's probably Kemet in the chat. Look how he understand what I said. It was clear, crystal clear. A 7-year-old can get that. Watch this. Hey, bro, you okay, hey, bro, you had the chance to sound smart. Oh, no, it's okay.
No, you just made a point. No. Hold on. You just made a point. Don't say nothing, Savio. Go ahead to them.
Okay, so now Unc had to mute this transgender. Now this guy is a transgender. I've been trying to get him over here for the longest. This guy got a huge, disgusting lisp when he talks. It's like annoying, and I mean it's just disgusting. Okay, there's no way he's straight, heterosexual. It's not just can't be. Okay, I've been trying to get him over there for the long. He's been a big FBA hater. So now I didn't even know I was talking to him until Unc just said his name. So I'm like, now watch this. Look at my response. Okay, and now these are the same guys, these Sabio guys, these are the same guys I invite to my panel all day long who never pulls up. I gotta come find you guys Nobody ever pulls up.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I never been nobody tell you. No, I say stop lying.
Okay, look,
hey, hold on. This is what we not doing.
But that's him out of order. I was talking to somebody.
I hate to put you in the bottom, yo, but you out of order, yo. We trying to talk.
See, put the lisp guy Sabio at the bottom. Bro, a list that bad, bro. You don't want to you need to type. You want AI to speak for you. You don't want to speak with a lisp that damn bad, bro, and be a so-called heterosexual, bro. It just don't go together. You want AI to speak for you. Okay, like the guy lisp is so annoying that Unc had to send his ass, put him in the back chat. He put the lisp guy in the back chat. I'm still talking though.
This man made a statement on how to use the word black in America. It's a social category. All right. It's a racialized category.
That's America. It's America use it though.
But for the record though, African American is synonymous with Black American.
No okay.
No, it is.
All right, so let me go on. Let me go.
Am I wrong? Hold on. Am I wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. But no, bro. Again, we can just use AI. Black and African American is used as a racial term, not as an ethnonym. So racial term means. So now, don't get what I'm saying, family. I just said black. When Unc said African American, he said nothing different than what I said. Okay, when you go to those forums, family, it says black, and there's a /, and then the words African American comes next. So they look at black and African American as a racialized term. So when Jesse Jackson said African American, he was including everybody that comes to America that have African descent. Jesse Jackson never intended for African American to be a name for the lineage. Never. He made it a racialized term, broad, inclusive. Obama. This is why Obama, Kamala, all these folks are called African American. That's thanks to Jesse Jackson. It was never intended to be an exclusive, delineating term. Okay, these guys not my level at all when it comes to this. Inclusive to all people of African descent. They call it the AU. The African Union calls it POAD. It's POAD. It's called.
The American government you don't know who the hell we are.
Hey, bro, that's okay. So now look where he went now. So family, they're ignoring everything what I'm saying. Now Unc's listening. Unc taking notes because I used to rock with Unc, so he know how I give it up. So he's taking notes. This guy said, "Don't the American government knows who we are?" So now this ass kisser of Africans, now he's an ass kisser of white supremacists. So basically, fam, what he's saying is, what's the point to delineate? What's the point to label yourself? The white American government know who you are, so trust them to delineate for you. That's exactly what he's saying. Unc said the same shit before. So we're going to trust the American white government, who's actually the defendant, family. We're suing them. We're the plaintiff. They're the defendant, but we're going to trust them to identify us separate from others. Nobody agrees with that. Nobody got that much trust in the government, the American government, outside of a CIA informative collaborator, some type of op. There's no way we're going to say, you know what? White America, no, yeah, we're going to rely on you only. You defend us. You speak for us. You represent us with reparations. Are you serious, bro? I'm gonna play one more time. People of African descent, they call it the AU. The African Union calls it POAD. It's POAD. It's called.
The American government don't know who the hell we are.
Hey, bro, that's not the point I'm making. Hold on, relax. Of course they do, but that's not the point. So to your to your response.
No, man, government knows who we are.
The government knows who we are. Family, why is he saying that? He's saying FBA, stop fighting. Stop delineating. Stop doing what you guys do. Trust the American government to do what's right. It's like, wait a minute. But they're the ones who always eliminated us from everything. All of the social programs, all of the handouts that they gave white Americans, they eliminated us. They excluded us from all of those programs and resources. all of our history. They said 40 acres of mule. And then they said, the guy get assassinated, and this guy come in and say, nah, and give it back to the Confederates who try to secede from the country, who were like really anti-American, like terrorists, the domestic terrorists. They gave it to those guys over people who were patriots. Us, we fought on behalf of the country to preserve the Union. We fought, and we got disrespected. They gave the land to the ops rather than us as allies. All right, that's history. So for these folks to come on here and just say random shit, it's like, I get it. I'm on your panel. You feel comfortable. It's 10 people. You look at all those folks on there. 1, 2, 3. It's 9 people. So I get it. We got a panel full of Pan-Africans. I get it. You feel comfortable. It won't be no fade, no 1v1. They're gonna save you. I get it. Well, over here it's 1v1. Okay, nobody gonna save you. You're all by yourself. So, first class citizen, $5 super chat, and the lineage love is being shown. He says, since our delineation, we are starting to see how pseudo intellectual these guys are when they're being debated. No wonder most refuse to debate. And guess what they did, family? You're gonna hear that they're gonna act like ethnogenesis is pseudoscience. Look at this. I didn't see anything about FBA so far. You guys are you guys is wilding right now. Okay, so just have some composure. Hey, bro, you guys teach self-reliance.
The guy wilding is telling them people they wilding.
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't even say shit.
Now he said I'm wilding. I'm just talking. It's my turn to talk, and I'm cooking, and they can't. This is like the light or the water. This is like the water on Gremlins. If anybody old enough know Gremlins, I'm the water, and they are the Gremlins. When I speak, the water comes out. You dig? SLLE44, $5 lineage love. Thank you. Super chat. Appreciate it. My guy, my brother. Let's go. Listening is my turn now. I tried to do a dialogue. He rejected that. So now I'm just going for like 2-3 minutes. You cutting in. Relax.
Yeah, but you're lying. I didn't reject it. I just told you go get a source that verifies your claim. Right, cool. That's not a rejection. That means I said I'm not going to continue until you produce evidence.
That man ain't got no source. He pull a source, he gonna die at that source.
Okay. Like I said, anyway, don't continue then, because whatever. But black in this country, through Jesse Jackson, use it as a racial term, including everybody as POAD.
What the hell is
Jesse Jackson?
These stupid Pan-Africans said, why am I mentioning Jesse Jackson? Now, family, this is a channel who deliberately and intentionally don't call themselves black. They call themselves African American. So they're saying they're not black, right? They never call themselves, Unc never says he's black American. Dr. Maya, I got to give her a Dr. Mayo. I got to give her a different name. I can't call her Maya. I got Dr. Mayo. Right now, I'm going to call her Dr. Mayo because she's whitewashed in the brain until I come with something better. But Dr. Mayo, Unc, these guys all intentionally, deliberately, Professor, Nutty Professor James Smalls, all these guys deliberately and intentionally, and listen to Revenue, they all call themselves African American. So what I'm saying to you guys is that it's deeper than they reject FBA. Family, they reject BA. They reject Black American. They all just listen to their language when they identify themselves. They all say African American. None of them say Black American. I know this. I'm trying to tell Tyrone, the young guy on the channel, like, dude, got a lot to learn, bro. This life is about observation, paying attention, and patterns. So I can make these observations and express them because I've seen it. All these guys, all these Pan-Africans, family, listen to their language. None of them like to call themselves Black anything. They all say they are African American, and they'll call you African American, and they will call Africans Black. It's weird as hell. They will call Africans Black, right? You would think they'll call them African Americans. They'll call them Black, and they'll call you African. It's like a switcheroo, like a bait and switch. It's like, yo, what mind games y'all playing that you only call yourselves African American? you call us African American, but when it comes to Africans who are actually African, you call them black. Like it's word salad all day. I'm smart, Tyrone. I'm wise. I recognize patterns, and I call it. And I'm saying, you guys, from now on, pay attention to Pan-African languages. They'll say they're African American almost every time. They will not say Black American. They're against black. Peace, DSB. He says, Shalom, family. Shalom to you. The $2 super chat. The Lineage Love is in the building. I appreciate it. Let's go.
Hear this shit.
Because he said African American.
You said that.
No problem.
That's up. Right. Jesse Jackson, through the DNC and liberals and Jewish media, what they did was they put that on forums, right? And they used it as black / African American. And that was inclusive to everybody of African descent that come to this country. That was not exclusive.
Even that's wrong. Even that's wrong.
Okay. You heard him? He said, family, the census is a federal, national, and even state form that collects data by race. This fool said that's wrong. At this point, they're just arguing to argue. And family, it's a panel of, well, how many? 2, 4, 6, 8. Now it's 10 people. It's a panel of 10 people. And they're all trying to come at my neck. It's like, yo, y'all not trying to have a real dialogue. Y'all just yelling.
All Africans are not labeled as African Americans.
Running around
that's wrong. You out of your league, bro. You might want to go back to your channel and say that, because you can't pull no source for that. I can pull a source right now on American Census showing you different people from Africa, the African continent, that are labeled as white.
Then do that. Yeah, he said he could show me on the census that there are. He said the census. He didn't say license, passport. He said the census. That's race-based. He said, I would love to see that research. I would love to see the research where an African on a census form in the race category is not included in the African section. He just saying shit. After I sum it up. Okay, do that after I sum it up. Yeah, okay, so because I responded to a couple things I heard. Okay, so old boy, the last guy, the zesty guy that I was talking about, Sabio, the zesty guy, he was talking about FBA, right? Generalizing. Yo, there's many people. First of all, I'm not a flat earther. I'm scientific literate. I don't believe. All right, hold on. Let's go.
Ow, you ain't correcting one time. I didn't know that.
Hey, bro, because so what they try to do, family, they try to divide us like within the lineage. So he's like, well, Sanchez on your panel, he was talking flat earth stuff and you didn't debate him. It's like, yeah, well, that wasn't the that wasn't the title. I said the title was FBA. Because I knew what he was trying to do. I knew he was, and he even said it. He was trying to get a flat earth debate. And it wasn't gonna happen on my channel. So people were like, yo. So people actually said, Sanchez, you got it, bro. Like they actually was like, yo, you got it. Nobody here for that. Like, so we made that very clear.
Talking about that, yo. So you saying you let that man spit the nonsense?
Well, nobody on my channel. So I'm gonna fast forward this part. He's just trying to cause division between us and Brother Sanchez. He's our brother, man, and we know there's 43 million of us, and we accept different things, right? Some of us Christian, Muslim, atheist, spiritual, you dig, in witchcraft, whatever, drug dealers. We are into different things. And look, if that's what you want to do, go do it, right? I don't approve, but that don't stop you from being FBA because of choices you made in life. You're still FBA. So Brother Sanchez, whether he believes the earth is flat, square, or round, he's FBA, okay? He don't have a choice in that. Channel believes a flat earth. That's why he can say that, and
it's a fact.
Aren't you scientific literate? That's a fact. That's a fact to stay on task. Nobody believes in that. And see, and my thing ain't. But listen, my agenda ain't to debate everything I disagree with. My thing is to stay on task. To stay on task.
So how you gonna stay on task when there's a supposed ethnogenesis between
Suppose. He said suppose. That's a fact.
So it's a fact.
Now y'all heard this guy. This is Unc, who claims that he teaches and he stands for scientific literacy. And he just said the ethnogenesis that Black Americans experience in America is a supposed ethnogenesis, but everybody else, Mexicans, Jewish people, the islands, they all experience, even white folks. And you know what's crazy? Unc on Dr. Mayat Kuhn channel had agreed that ethnogenesis is real. I know the video, family. I know the video. He already stamped it. You see, they wishy-washy. You won't see me do that. You won't see me stand on something, go against it, and then stand back on it. He and Dr. Mayat was talking about ethnogenesis on her channel. They had a discussion, or it might be Unc channel, but they had it. But I know the video. I know the video. I played it on my channel, and they agree that ethnogenesis is real. Now, because he's against Tariq Nasheed cooking on Professor Smalls, that Professor Small hat, Nutty Professor Small hat, he cooked on him. Now all of a sudden, nothing is true anymore. Everything's up for question. So this guy, I'm gonna rewind it one more time, family. I'm not this disingenuous. This guy says supposed ethnogenesis, when that's 100% fact, that's unquestionable, irrefutable, indisputable. Check this out. Agree with. My thing is
okay,
to
so
stay on task. To stay on task.
So how you gonna stay on task when there's a supposed ethnogenesis between
suppose? He said suppose. That's a fact.
So it's a fact.
Aren't you scientific literate? That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you saying it's a fact that there's the ethnogenesis between
he said, I'm saying it's a fact. Aren't you scientific literate? You know it's a fact. Not that I'm saying it's a fact. I'm saying it's a fact. I'm reading the facts. That's not my research. That's not my evidence. That's not my scientific conclusion. I'm saying it is a fact by what you agree to, scientific literature. Okay. But now he don't agree to it. These guys, one thing about me, family, I'm unbiased. I'm really unbiased. I stand on certain requirements, certain rules, certain standards. I don't waive because it disagrees with me. I stand on it. You feel me? You see that he doesn't. He's scientific literate when he's preaching his agenda, but when it's something that goes against it, he's no longer scientific literate. And all of a sudden he's challenging everything now. Like he's challenging everything in science. Ethnogenesis is a real thing. That zesty weird dude, Brother Reggie, same thing. We were talking on my channel. I said ethnogenesis. He said, I don't like that word. I'm like, Brother Reggie, it's a real word. Why you don't like it? So these folks hate he said, Brother Reggie and Brother Unk, they both would claim to be FBA, but they hate our existence. They hate to acknowledge our unique ethnogenesis existence. That's crazy. They want to act like that. They want to act like that never happened. They're just African, but they can't tell you what country and what tribe and what language and spirituality that they have for a fact. They can't tell you a relative name, but they are so dead in mind, spirit, and everything that they will sit there and say they'll deny their history and adopt a history that they have no recollection of, and that's that shit in Africa and that shithole country. Listen,
indigenous black people.
No. Okay, wait. No, bro, I never said indigenous black people, bro. I said ethnogenesis. That's it.
You did.
That's what your leader says. That's what your leader says.
Well, first of all, I don't have. Okay, so here they go, family. I never said the word. I don't even say that word over here on my channel. But they said I said ethnogenesis. I'm sorry. They said I said indigenous. I said ethnogenesis. Smart guy. Then they said that's what your leader said. Now I got a leader. You feel me? So it's just straw man ad hominems. This is why I don't debate nobody. I don't tell Revenue who his leader is. I asked him. I said, bro, who's your leader? Bible. He said, yeah. You see, he told me who his leader is. I never told him I had a leader, but they'll designate us one. They'll designate us with one.
So I heard from what this clown has said, because I have gone on Unc's channel before, and he don't even know what African culture his respective self-proclaimed lineage is, because I caught him and Chief X caught this nigga claiming to be Somali and West African. I challenged this dude on African mythology and cryptids and stuff like that. I brought up Africa got African dinosaur cryptids like Mokele Mbembe, Niki Nanka. This dude didn't even know what anything about this stuff, but he want to be African so bad, but he don't know anything about African cultures, African spirituality, African deities, a story.
Just sad.
But he want everybody to be African.
Yeah, just African. It's like, well, what country, what tribe, what flag, what language? I don't know.
But he'll run with a commercial DNA test that he don't even understand autosomal test and how that works. He doesn't even understand how mitochondrial and patrilineal DNA works, because patrilineal and matriclan tests do not provide any specific ancestors that's relevant to us in the
right.
It's only talking about some BCE primitive man stuff. But when you're talking about what you are in the recent era, you're admix. You're not no Bantu,
right.
Congoid, full blood, nothing. You're ignoring all the ancestors that make up you, because if
you're right
into like a great grandparents math, your grandparents double every generation you go back to, because post-bellum you have 256 great grandparents. So all of them cannot be from West Central Africa. You got American Indians in there, and you got YT people and some Asian up in there too. So they're ignoring those admixtures and only just showing a black-white binary dynamic,
right,
and leaving out the Indian. That's what they want to promote, because they want to go off of Henry Louis Gates and Rick Kittles, who sat up there and gaslight black folks saying that the Indian and the Negro never mixed or saw each other, but in the same breath trying to hide the history, talking about our relations, and the documents say we were mixing. So this dude is capped, and then they want to run with Rick Kittles, even though Rick Kittles already.
Oh, wait. We're going too far. Let me play the video. I got a couple videos to play. All right. Thank you. Yeah, Rick Kittles has good information, but hold on. Let's get this in. Have a leader. You're a clown, and you're a nobody, my guy.
Your leader, bro.
Yeah, you're a clown. No. He said my leader. That's name call. I don't have a leader, bro.
You don't have no way else to win. Okay, I don't call names.
Look. Hey, dude, you're a nobody. Okay, so family, they throw the first rock. They throw the rock and say I have a leader, disrespecting me. I don't have that's disrespectful. I don't have an elder. I don't have a leader. That's disrespectful to me. You feel me? So when I throw a shot back, now they playing victim. That's why I call these guys, hey family, the new term for these guys. Yeah, ready? The new term for these guys are Pan-Africanists, right? These are Karens, yo. They play victim after being aggressive.
I call them
Pan-Africanists. They are Pan-Africanists.
No, not
this guy.
Pan-African.
Yes. No. A Karen is worse than a coon. Karen is 100 times worse than a coon. A Karen destroyed Black Wall Street. A coon never destroyed Black Wall Street. So a Karen is way worse.
Who's did do that? They told on Massa.
Yeah, that's plantation though. No, we talking about Black Wall Street, a thriving millionaire city. Rose, you can name all of it. Look at Emmett Till. That wasn't a Pan-African coon. That was a Karen. So Karens, look at the women's suffrage movement that was created right after we were emancipated with the Klan in 1865. So no, I know what I'm 1866. I know what I'm saying. The Karen movement was heavy and hard, and they really went hard when we were granted civil voting rights over. Please, brother, they were really upset when we were granted voting rights over them. That's when they went full Karen. Okay, so now no Pan-African ever did anything a Karen did in this country. There's no comparison. That's why I call those guys Pan-Africanists. Okay, this guy gonna sit here and say I had a leader, and then when I clap back, he's playing victim now. Okay, that's a Karen. and you're a
crazy.
clown.
I am nobody,
Okay.
of course. I'm Mr.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well,
You can say
I got
Mr.
I got eight. I got
Nobody.
8, 10. I got 8K, 10K in my videos. I'm not a nobody. Okay. Everybody pull on my channel.
No, I'm talking about me.
Right.
I'm
I'm not a
Mr.
nobody.
Put some respect
Hey,
on
is right here,
Mr.
Ron.
Nobody.
Right. You're a nobody.
I can't hear you. Go ahead. Would you say?
I said I'm Mr.
Okay.
Nobody.
Now, fact, you see that? You see that? I'm over here cooking on information. These guys throw out your leader as I'm like, what that guy? My leader. I never said I had a leader, and the guy who you're saying is my leader never said he was a leader or had any followers to lead. You feel me? So you just like, so you're really just ad hominem. Like you're taking personal shots. You're trying to play me out, and I resent that. And I came back at him, clapped back, and Karen did what Karens do.
I put a link. I'm on my phone. I put a link in the back that explains that Black Americans is both a racial and ethnic group.
You hear this stupid fool? He said he put a link in the back that explains Black American is a racial and ethnic group. Family, what the hell is he talking about? I always said that. I said black is a racial group in America only that we disagree with. And I said black is an ethnonym because of us. Okay, now I was going to ask him, when did black become a racial group? But you'll see. I got cluttered with a lot of confusion. Listen.
Yeah.
Who disagrees with that? Who dis? Okay, so now let me ask you this.
Please,
the guy.
Please, no,
wait.
I'm not done talking.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I know.
You
never. You see, so I'm trying to ask him a question about his research, and he don't want no questions because, family, I know the average American, not just black, not just white, not just Hispanic. I know the average American is stupid. I know that. So I know that when we read something, we don't always fully comprehend what we read, especially on a fly in a debate. That's the worst time to start trying to Google some shit. Because you feel me? Because you are trying to learn it quickly to rebut, and you're not going to really understand exactly what you just read. So he just read something that disagreed with nothing I said. I never did. I said black. I opened up with black is a. I said in America. I said America uses black as a racial term. I said FBAs. We the only people that use black as an ethnonym. So I basically said black twice. Black racial, black ethnonym. Now, we don't want black to be used as a racial term because it causes confusion because you have people believing they're black and they're not. You dig? They're Jamaican, they're Haitian, they're, you know what I mean, Panamanian. You're that. You're not black. Okay?
I'm not done.
Yeah, you're never
I'm
finished.
not done. I produced what I said.
Okay.
That it counts as
black. Hey, be easy. Peace.
both, and I'm done.
I'm going to give a lineage roll call. I see you, Moondog. I'm going to give it, and Emmanuel, I'm gonna do a lineage roll call in a second. Yeah, black. Okay,
I don't want to talk
I'm done. You don't want to talk.
You said it didn't mean that. You said it didn't mean that. I said it
nobody.
Somebody
I never said black wasn't a race. I said it was a race. I said when white America used black, my exact words was they use it as a racial word, a racial term. They don't use it as an ethnonym. White America. That's exactly what I said. I said the only people who saying is black.
He's saying it's both.
Oh no! Hey, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying listen what I'm saying. I'm saying it's both too. I said, but when white America use black, they don't use it in an ethnonym sense. They use it in a racial sense. That's what I said.
How you know that?
Because they. Okay, he just said how I know that. This is a fool.
Yo, man.
Now it's the same guy who would read black stats. When you're reading black stats, do you believe that's American blacks, or that's all people of Pan-African people of African descent? You know, family. These guys are too easy. They're not even ready. That's why I want people. You know, I want the Jabaris. I want people more educated, more intelligent to understand what I'm saying. Unc has no idea what exonym, ethnonym, endonym. He has no idea what that shit is. He was lost. He don't know what brain gain, brain drain, brain waste, brain circulation. He don't know what a hyperselection is. He don't know what a high selection is. Like that is beyond his scope. He never heard of the West Indian Federation. He never heard of the Pan-African Liberation 1960. He doesn't know, man. He's clueless. So it's kind of difficult to talk to these people. That's why I'd rather just talk to folks that's supposedly educated. You know, maybe the Shaka Atmos, the Jabaris, people like that. I'd rather like talk to. I don't want to talk to people like no disrespect, but he doesn't know. That's a fact. He doesn't. You see, he's confused. He doesn't know.
Hey, Ron, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? To me, these guys have a striking resemblance to the so-called intellectual racists who would write things about foundational Black Americans historically and negatively, and would ignore all facts and truths that would dispel what they would write and believe of us historically.
Right.
Yeah, that's what these guys sound like to me. No matter what you show them, no matter what it is, you can show them. You show them as many facts as you want to show them. They're going to pay no mind to it and continue arguing their point. That's it.
And revenue is the best case and point. All right. But hold on.
Yeah.
Let me play a little more. Hey, go off. Go ahead. Go read that. Go ahead, read that.
It's a
no.
Americans,
No.
known as Black Americans, are formerly called Afro-Americans, are an
it's formerly. That's history.
And ethnic group.
Go to Google AI. Go to Google AI.
By United States consensus.
But you know Wikipedia now. Hey, so family, he's reading Wikipedia. So I'm gonna educate him about Wikipedia. It's not that I disagree. So now, but they're gonna reframe what I'm saying, family. Vendetta and Tyrone in chat. They're gonna reframe what I'm saying about Wikipedia. I don't have a problem with Wikipedia. I'm saying Wikipedia, you can't use it for current things. Wikipedia is a historical website. I already Googled the advantages and differences of Wikipedia, ChatGPT, and Google. Okay, you want current up to date research? Google is number one, not ChatGPT, not Wikipedia. Google is number one with current things that happened just now. So, like, let's say if something blew up and people got hurt, you don't go to ChatGPT, you don't go to Wikipedia. You go to Google. I know how to research correctly. Okay. I learned how to research correctly. So I know that they're using Wikipedia. This is wrong. You don't use Wikipedia for an updated subject that I'm talking about. I'm talking about FBA, ethnonym. You dig? And racial terms. You don't go to Wiki for that, bro. You go to Google AI. Even Revenue knows that.
Go to Google AI. Google AI is some pseudo shit because they be lying. I've Google AI and lies a lot, such as when it comes to the indigenous paradigm, such as things that we already know that culturally they'll sit up.
The registered CIA. I believe that.
So I don't use Google AI because that's not a primary source. I go to actual books.
Wikipedia. Now, you know it don't speak on current events.
Okay,
Wait, family. He just said he doesn't use Google AI. He uses books. Okay, but our screen is being shared. That ain't a fucking book. That's Wikipedia.
He pulled up Wikipedia. I don't use Wikipedia at all.
I don't use Wikipedia at all, and I'm not saying it's the worst, but it's not the best. I don't use Wikipedia at all. It's outdated. It serves its purpose. It's a wrap.
People can add what they want on Wikipedia.
Yeah, and that too, and I experienced that for myself, and that's why people backed off of Wikipedia. That's why I hardly ever share screen on Wikipedia, yo. I hardly ever do.
I think ChatGPT is superior over Google AI because Google AI got controlled over by like liberal NGO media, whereas ChatGPT is more lenient on looking at all viewpoints and not just a bias.
Interesting.
And it'll correct you if you made an error in your own statement, and it'll back it up with proof and evidence.
Right. I agree. I agree.
Hold up, Ron. Didn't you have some information about one of their elders who lied and said he would lie?
Dr. John Henry Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. John Henry Clark.
So that's relevant to this because he said he get his stuff from books. There are lies in books.
Right. He wrote the book. Yeah, the book he was writing, he admitted he lied in the book.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
Yeah.
that goes to the same, that goes right
Oh
back
my
to the same
God.
root of what I said with racist white historians who will write lies about us. And in the face of truths that was presented to them, they still will write lies about us. So just because it's in a book, it's a truth.
Yeah,
The
you know
book is
why?
only
Because most of the books they read are from other Pan-Africanists.
Mm.
That's why all the
So
books they got in the background, all those 1,000 books, those are all self-published by Pan-Africans, bro.
so they're just in a matrix, echo chamber matrix.
Yep.
Everything, any and all things they consume is by other Pan-Africanists, and
Yep.
they can't hear anything outside of that.
And also, they compromise their own Pan-Africanness because when it deals with the indigenous paradigm, these
It's a straight
Negroes
lie.
people under the bus like Ivan Van Sertima, Clyde Winters, J.A. Rogers. They start calling them pseudo or even Renoko Rashidi.
Facts.
Throw them to the wolves to these racist Native Americans.
Yeah, they do that too. Right. All those guys wrote books too, right? Like that's a good point. And then when you read
Facts.
their books, like Revenue did with Ivan Van Sertima, he wrote a book. And then when you bring up the books, they'll say us bullshit been debunked. It's like,
Yes.
what are we doing, bro? You just said get a
Yes.
book, I got a book.
You're
And
not gonna
now
tell the truth, yo.
go
Who's
ahead.
that?
You're not gonna tell the truth, yo. So
Go
let's
ahead.
get this straight. Let's get this
Yeah.
straight.
Is
I
that?
think it's important to get this straight here. At no point when I said it wasn't an ethnogenesis did I mean the real ethnogenesis. The real ethnogenesis is between enslaved Africans, the Native American population, and colonial powers. That's the ethnogenesis, not what I read on that damn screen, and you know it.
I disagree.
You know,
I disagree.
okay, so then you agree then.
You
agree
a
with the
con
indigenous
artist.
black people then.
Hold on,
No.
hold on.
Don't call
Hold on,
names. Don't
you
call
can
names.
disagree.
Don't call names. Let them go in.
Can I
No,
get an
who called?
understanding?
No,
What's
who
the
called
difference of
names?
what he's
Who called
saying?
names? See?
Hold on, brother.
No.
Say that no mind. Say that no mind, brother.
No. Stop. He's
It's your
talking. Don't
fault.
interrupt the dude when he's reading.
Yeah,
He's
he's
building.
pseudo. He's pseudo.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about a
Let
pseudo.
him go in. He's
Back to
building.
you again.
Yeah, let
You
him go
know,
in.
and I know you do not agree with an indigenous black population. You know, and I know that Ivan Van Sertima wrote a pseudo book. You know, and I know that
You know
Clyde
what?
Winters is a pseudo.
Yo, Pan
Hey,
Come on,
let
you know
him
that,
go
bro.
in, bro. Let him go in, man.
You
Don't
know
do
that, nigga. I ain't a
what people do.
Pan-African. Whoever talking, I'm not a Pan-African, nigga. Shut up.
You are.
Hey,
Yo, let the
look,
man
No,
talk.
y'all, nigga.
guys, look, I'm gonna throw you off in a second,
Yeah,
bro. We
because I'm
don't do
not a
that, man.
Pan-African. Y'all lost
We
your
got
damn
order over
mind.
here, bro.
Yeah. Atheist, nigga. Get that straight. The real
All right,
black
go
atheist.
in.
Never heard me say I was a Pan-African. Tripping. So, hey, I'm biased. You don't agree with Ivan Van Sertima's work. You don't agree with Clyde Pseudo Winter's work. You don't. So you can't sit over here and parlay like you do. Come on, bro.
All right. So now, when I was at your show, I
Yeah,
don't
tell
agree
the
with
truth
Christians. I don't agree with Christians and Muslims either. Right. So now,
about that.
look, yeah, we are, because all that is bunched in. What I'm saying is, for me, it's not about agreeing with somebody's personal take on life or history. That is a separate argument that
I agree with
no,
you.
okay, right. So that's a separate argument that I may take in the future. Okay, Sanchez was talking some flat Earth stuff, right? That's not something that I want to
That's
talk
not what I
about.
was talking about. Yeah.
No, but I'm throwing it all. I'm throwing it all under the same boat.
All right.
I'm saying what I'm saying is I'm focused on self-identification, delineation, and reparations, things like that, right? So when people bring up side topics, I'm not really interested in talking about that. So, and that happens on my channel, that happens on other channels that I'm invited to. I'm not interested in that. I'm
Okay.
interested in the things I'm interested in. So if a person believes he's able, I said earlier before you came in, I said, I don't ascribe to that. I believe I came from a slavery boat. Okay. That's what I say. I say, now, if somebody believes they was always here, then that's them. Okay. Well, but to be FBA, that's not a requirement. There's no requirement to say you came on a slave ship or to say you're able or to say you mixed in. The requirements of FBA. If you served and servitude, slavery, chattel slavery in the United States of America, and then experienced Jim Crow and the continuity all the way down to 2025, going in 2026. You are FBA.
So
wait, hold on. So I want to land it with this. So it's not my job to debunk somebody's personal opinion of how they feel about themselves or where they came from. The bottom line is, are you of the lineage or not? And once you say no, end the discussion.
So in my
why you say I denied the ethnogenesis though, bro?
Okay, because
why'd you say
because I said you said it. I ain't said you said it.
I said it based off of what though? I'm biased.
You said well, I don't know because you said
I had it up on, you got it on the screen now.
All right. So before
Go
this
back
was
a little
before
bit,
this
you
was
had it on the screen. I'm biased.
right. Okay, so look, watch this.
You don't
You're
agree
say,
with the shit I had on the screen from the website. Just say it, bro.
I'm okay. What? Look. Yeah, I don't agree with everybody.
Okay,
and
so, no. We not talking about everybody. We talking about the foundations.
Okay, no. Hey, bro, do you agree with everything Jesse Jackson said?
Bro, listen to what I'm saying.
See,
you can trick them because they eyes is clear.
No, you can't trick them, and neither can I. But you could trick your panel.
Pulled up the website. Clearly,
okay, it's a personal website.
From. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I am gonna do that,
and I know it. So I'm gonna ask you this in front of everybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Claude Anderson work pseudo or not?
Some things he say that's accurate. Some things he false.
I mean, not Claude Anderson. I'm talking about Clyde Winters.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that privy on his work, Clyde Winters.
Oh, Alvin Van Sutem.
Okay, so I heard his book was debunked.
By whom? Who debunked his book?
Next point, me and you can surely agree that the ethnogenesis is between Native Americans.
Hold on, let's stay on that topic. Who debunked him? Who debunked him?
I'm not arguing with you, bro.
Yeah, we having this discussion tonight.
No, you don't know what a scientific theory is. I'm not
talking dummy. We know
what a scientific theory is.
We know you're a Darwinist, dude. You a monkey.
Talking to you.
Your mom's an ape. So again, Darwinist, who debunked him?
You don't agree with Darwin?
Who debunked him?
You don't agree with Darwin?
No, nigga, who debunked him? You on trial? Pan-Africanism on trial.
All right. So now he did ask a fair question, but look, okay. So
who debunked him? Ape. Who debunked him? Great.
All right. Wait. So
who debunked him?
All right. So hold on. So Tyron. So you asked the question, he didn't answer. Okay, so now let's go forward. So now,
I did answer it.
You didn't.
The scientific community debunked the shit is pseudoscience. That's what I said.
Who the?
Okay, all right.
I said the anthropologist.
Tyron.
I know who it is, but
I said the anthropologist, the archaeologist, the field.
I know who it is, but he ain't gonna tell.
That's what I said.
So hold on. All right, so let's move on. All right, listen, because that's something you two can get it on. I guess Tyron, you calling his channel or. You did, but let me say this, the ethnogenesis didn't start with. You believe the ethnogenesis started with Native Americans and enslaved Africans and who else?
Whites. That's what he said.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. This is my lane, and nobody on your channel can touch me on this. The ethnogenesis started as soon as we left Africa. My brother. As soon as we left Africa, the ethnogenesis started. Now you can go Google AI, Wikipedia. The ethnogenesis started as soon as we left Africa. Nah, he got off. He come right back.
I'm going to agree with that because if you look at the word ethnogenesis.
Wait, he's back. He didn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
You there?
I heard you.
Okay, you brought up your sources, boy.
All right, so let me say it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
The ethnogenesis, it's a misnomer and fallacy of people saying the ethnogenesis started in the 1800s or whatever, or 60s. The ethnogenesis started as soon as we left the shores of Africa. This is a verifiable fact, right? But this is right. This is my lane. I'm freestyling, bro. I'm not reading nothing. I know this
my
stuff.
lane too. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm freestyling.
I'm done.
With you tonight.
Now I want to say just that. I'm done.
Now I'm going to bring up a book so I can stomp both the atheists and the Pan-Africanists and the FBA thing. I say that nigga.
Man, you pseudo. I already know you.
I know you're retarded, dude.
Pseudo now.
So let's get to work. Let's put.
You got about 2 minutes with the fake work. What's the name of the fake work you about to put up?
Then how come I brought up a primary source on Sinetta and your ass ran from it? Huh?
Oh, you want to sign that?
Agree with that?
Yeah, I went on Sinetta with that bitch ass nigga, and he tried to move over from that word unquestionably Indian. What does unquestionably Indian mean, boy? What does that mean?
Your mother boy, nigga.
Let's be,
yeah.
let's be more, let's all right. Now I understand. We're human. We got feelings, but let's try to suppress the feelings and be more professional going forward.
No, I'm biased. A nigga can't read, yo.
Yeah, I know you can't read. You
nigga can't read. He put up a source.
Yeah, but you can't attack him. And then I'm saying be peaceful. You can't. You did. You said
no. They called me a bitch. I'm biased.
No. After I said, I said, Tyrone. I said, look, going forward, let's suppress the feelings. Let's be professional. You said something after that. You said
he can't read.
Yeah,
source up right
you
now.
can come a nigga though.
Source back up again. We're gonna let them settle this.
Yeah,
Pull it back up again.
Yourself.
Page 233, nigga. I don't remember the page. Nigga. Put it back up there.
Pan-Africanism, atheist shit up.
Put it back up there, yo. Page 233. Don't play with me.
I dropped
this. Is what I do.
Post, pull it up.
Yeah, page 233.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Pull it up, unbiased, and you tell this man he
it's
can't
right
tell
here.
him.
Yeah,
pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. So we
33. Now go down to the middle of the page.
So it says literally the Negro is unquestionably Indian.
Man.
All right, so let me ask Tyrone first. Tyrone, where am I going here? Is it
233?
Chapter 3 of Bureau of American Ethnology,
page 233, yo.
Oh, you got the whole thing? Dang.
Yeah, this is the whole book. And it literally breaks down Black American culture.
Let's go to page 233, yo.
Not African American Indian retentions. So again,
okay.
you on your own line.
Now, what you saying it mean? No. Hold on. What are you saying it mean before we read it?
Your bitch ass on your own line.
All right, no. I said the name calling. Look, Tyrone, I just
I ain't gonna call them names.
Yeah.
Your source gonna show you.
I ain't even gonna add hominin this ball head.
Yeah, bro. But it's okay to like be in your feelings, but be respectful. It's okay.
Be respectful in your feelings.
So I actually,
what it's saying?
I actually broke down this dude's own.
So it's saying, sir.
Okay.
So in this book,
okay, so he wants to know, what are you saying before we look it up? Go ahead.
So 233.
We'll read it yet.
See right there on the page it says Wabo at the top, and it breaks down what a Wabo is. And these
what is it saying?
love to use the term Wabo when it means a rabbit god, right? So on this page, 233. Go to that.
Mm-hmm. What is it saying, bro? Because
explain what it say before we get there.
I bet. So what I'm explaining is on this page from page 230 to page 233 is breaking down Black Americans' spiritual retentions and what we practice during colonization and up till now that's preserved within the church that we practice, such as wading in the water with Cherokee overlap. You got deities that's in American Indian religions and also in our own oral traditions, such as Uncle Remus or the signifying monkey way down in the jungle deep, the badass lion stepped on the monkey's feet or whatever. And you got the what's that? Nazi the spider. All these things are literally American Indian folk tales, but reworked into an African sugar coating. Just like you got Marvel Comics, Black Panther. They tried to put American Indian cultural retentions in an Egypto-Nubian sugar coating. Also,
all right, we're here.
Let me tell you what it means.
Series Stephen King's It.
All right, we heard you, bro. How long you gonna talk? You incoherent.
All right, hold on. All right. I got it.
Tell you what it means. Hold on, I'm biased. Let me tell you what it's saying. It's basically saying, as the indigenous population was dying out, Negroes intermarried daggone Indians, bro.
Were they dying out though?
Man, come on, man. I'm talking right now.
You gotta let him finish, bro. You went. Nobody interrupted. Let him. Nobody interrupted you. Let him go.
In with the indigenous culture.
Great white rabbit is
bro.
really the incarnation of Eastern dawn that brings.
So in a historical context, because I got the other book, Jack E. Forbes. He also
Nah, bro, we stand right here. Why you gotta be all over the place?
This is cross-referencing, dummy.
Cross-referencing. We stand right here.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. To Tyrone, before we cause reference, we gotta read this right here first.
Yeah, you gotta remember, because I don't know what y'all talking about.
Me either.
Read the whole thing. So Algonquin tribes, the name of Wabos seem to have been confounded with that of the Don Waban, so that the great white rabbit is really the interaction of the Eastern Dawn. It brings light and light, drives away the dark shadows which have held the world in chains. The animal itself seems to be regarded by the Indians as the fitting type of defenseless weakness, protection, and made safe by constantly alert of vigilant and with dispossession. Moreover, for turning up at the unexpected moments, the same characteristics would appeal as strongly to the primitive mind of the Negro. The very expression which Harris puts into the mouth of Uncle Remus in them days, Brer Rabbit and his family was at the hair de gang when any racket was in hand, was paraphrased in the Cherokee language by Suyeta, introduction his first rabbit story. Chitsu Uliga, I can't even read that because it's blurry, but it's saying basically.
I can read it.
Okay, read the Cherokee language. I know you don't know how to pronounce Solagi.
Keep reading, yo. I don't know why you start. You didn't read that on Son of the Show, but I don't know. Keep going,
I
though.
did. Yeah, I
in
did.
regard, go
I was talking about Labo.
Just finish, because yeah, go ahead.
Let me cook you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the rabbit was the leader of them all in mischief. It's basically saying the same thing as Uncle Remus. So
go to the next paragraph, bro.
Expression stuck is getting there. So listen, the expression struck the author so forcibly that the words were recorded as spoken in regard to the contact between the two races, by which such stories could be borrowed from the other. What you mean? There it goes.
I told you.
Because
contact between the two.
But no, you asked him a question. No, Tyrone. You said, what do you mean? There you go. You asked the question. Let him go. Okay,
go ahead.
There you go. It take once again before you even get down to the next paragraph. It's telling you there was contact between the two races. I said that when I first came on here, that Africans, enslaved Africans, came in contact with the indigenous people over here, bro. You ain't setting them slick. Keep reading though.
So if I read, I'm gonna respond to that because for one, Negro hold on, bitch. Negro historically did.
Dude, the name calling, bro. The name calling. You gotta stop, bro.
I bet.
Yo, can I ask you a question, brother?
Hold on one
second. No, we're gonna stay right here.
No, let him go. Don't cut him off. Let him go.
So Negro historically did not mean an African binary. If we go back to the year 1519, it was used on Indians.
What are you reading, bro?
So let's not gallop around that. It wasn't just African. So again, it proves my source. It proves my point because when I cross-reference,
bro.
Keep reading.
No, we gonna read, but when I bring up the cross-reference,
the cross-reference is later, bro. Can you read this right here?
In regard and context between the two races by which such stories.
Stop. There's a comma there, bro. You gotta stay out of stop. Okay, so who are two races to you, Tyrone?
So the two races historically, they would be classed as a colonial distinction as Negro and Indian, which both of these words, if you're familiar with the thesaurus, they're interchangeable.
You're stupid. Yeah, you just stupid, yo.
No, ain't calling, bro. We trying to get somewhere.
Have you ever read a thesaurus before, sir?
Continue, brother. Continue, brother.
Continue, because I know you slow. I know you don't know anything. No. You know, I bet. So, what were we? Yeah. So,
right here.
It is not commonly known that in all the southern colonies, Indian slaves were brought and sold and kept in servitude and worked in the field side by side with the Negroes up to the time of the Revolution, not to go back to the Spanish period when such things were.
Wait, stop. Yo, my screen, my screen blurry as hell. Okay, so
I can see it. Just make it bigger.
I can see
it.
I can clearly see
I got you. Okay, but you said they work side by side. Who working side by side?
So the Negro and
he think they're the same people.
Plays together.
Crazy.
They're both classes Negro together. They're both classes mulatto.
See, they both the same. See,
if you look at the historical census, there was no Indian distinction on the census.
Just keep reading, yo.
So yeah, we gonna keep reading and I'm gonna bust you upside your head.
Yeah, keep reading, nigga. Get down to the part you read on Sarnetta's though, which is pivotal here.
Shut up.
Pivotal.
I know you crying. Right?
Yeah, go right there, nigga. Furthermore, read that.
Not to go back to the Spanish period when such things were of the good. Can you mute your mic?
Colonists in the early part of the
Somebody got mute their background. Somebody got mute their back. I'm hearing.
Mute your mic, please. As early as 16.
I think that's Vendetta. Yeah.
Complaining that their people were being kidnapped by slave hunters. Hundreds of captured Tuscarora and nearly the whole tribe of the Appalachians were distributed as slaves among the Carolinas. Colonists. In the early part of the 18th century, while the Natchez and others shared a similar fate in Louisiana, and late at least for the same purposes, at one time it was charged against the governor of South Carolina.
Wait, you skipped the line.
No, I didn't. I said Louisiana.
Did you read 1776?
Yes, I did. So you want me to read it back?
No. Okay, that's probably me then. I get my brother.
Similar fate in Louisiana at least 1776. Cherokee prisoners of war were sold to the highest bidder for the
you didn't read that
purpose. At one time, it was charged against the governor of South Carolina that he was provoking a general Indian war by the encouragement of slave hunts. Furthermore, as the coast tribes dwindled, they were compelled to associate.
Wait, stop. The Indian War would be who? What two parties?
So you have the Tuscarora War and you got the Yamasee War.
Keep reading, yo.
And you also have other wars such as the Wali War or Gullah Wars.
Furthermore,
all these wars that's culminating that associated with Black Americans' own personal lineage within the South and woodlands.
Furthermore, bro.
Yeah,
furthermore.
Okay, let's go.
Furthermore, as the coast tribes dwindled, they were compelled to associate and intermarry with the Negroes until finally lost their identity and were classed with that race. So the considerable portion of the blood of the Southern Negro is unquestionably what? Indian.
Stop right there. What I'm understanding here is saying that the coastal tribes start to dwindle. They intermarried with the Negroes and they lost their identity. They end up blending in with the damn Negroes. Why he don't see that? Unbiased. Why he think I'm crazy? And why he call me a bitch because I got reading comprehension?
Understand the context.
No, let me finish my point, bro. Then you can talk. Let me finish my point. What you basically saying that all the tribes you just read was really Negroes. That's what you basically saying. And they was all the same people. Yo, you tripping right now, bro. That's not what your source is saying, yo. I don't even know why you would have comprehension like that.
I don't understand your comprehension because I have context. So when we cross,
all right, hold on. So I'm biased. Is that what that's saying, yo? They all the same people, yo.
Historically,
nah, I didn't read that. I didn't read that.
He doesn't understand the context, or he has any.
No, we talking about what we reading right now, yo.
So for one, dude, Negro
did not about what you reading right now, bro.
Negro did not mean African at the time.
Okay, man, it says you.
Negro did not mean African at the time.
This is crazy.
What you mean?
This is crazy. Negro means black, yo.
Did you
from
know
the Portuguese.
100 years.
I'm not doing this, man. Hey, I'm about to see what I got to do.
All right. So Tyron, just pause right there, because I want to get you had your little side thing. Let me get back.
He called me a bitch for that, though.
Yeah,
remember that? He called me a bitch.
Yeah,
remember that?
All right, Tyron.
He can't read. Told you.
I know you can't read.
I can't read.
Look, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Scholar, you don't have science.
I don't gotta be none of that.
Tyron, I'm trying to continue with the show, bro.
Hey, y'all don't let him be on your side.
Go ahead.
Yo, a blum idiot.
Matter of fact, let's take a real debate. I want to slaughter
No, you can't read that page.
He's challenging you.
You look like a clown.
No. I tell you what.
I want your head on a lance.
I tell you what. I'm asking everybody that just heard that man read this. And who tripping?
I want to slaughter your atheism and your Darwinism. When you want this fight, when you want to fade.
We're going to do it on unbiased.
I want to fight, dude.
I'll beat you up.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, IBM calling you out too, Unc, by the way. He been in the background.
This is black man. He tripping.
All
right, Tyron, I'm gonna mute you, bro.
Hey, Ron.
You bugging out. Yeah.
Did he read that right?
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Would you agree that this is basically stating that there was that the Indian tribes did were part of the what you would call the ethnogenesis?
Yes,
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
They were
Yep.
thrown in. Yeah, they were
Yep.
thrown
I
in.
agree. I
Now,
agree.
now,
I agree to that.
the only
Hey,
question I would
hey.
have. I'm sorry, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The only
Yeah, this
question I
unk, I
would
agree
have,
with you.
because through in other readings I've read, there were still individuals who were dark melanated people that were called Indians as well. So, um, the question I would beg here is: are these Indians that of that type, as explained, in the 1500s, of that type of hue, or are these the people who would think they were called the Asiatic type Indians?
What up, root word? So say that again, bro.
Evolution explains this whole thing you're trying to go through, bro.
My question is this: in the prior readings of other readings, like you find in some on the Gulf of Texas, some in California, when Spanish explorers came over here, they ran into what they described as a Negro or Negro type
Go
complex
get it.
Indians, right?
Go get that.
So
Go get the source when you
give
get a
me
chance.
come on, let me finish, bro. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Philosophical Aquarius.
So what I'm asking is, I'm begging the question that would this Indian be that type described, or the Asiatic type that most people are familiar with?
No, the answer is in understanding Charles Darwin. Unbiased knows that. That's how you get your answer.
That has
Understand the
nothing to do
scientific
with.
theory called
Charles
evolution, yo.
Darwin is talking about monkeys and apes and
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
not
I'm
talking about
saying if you can
All right.
understand that the earth, right, that the
The
equator
monkeys and apes,
extends around the
Lingling,
earth.
get them.
This is funny.
Listen. If you can understand that the equator extends around the earth, and if you can also understand that on planet Earth, the closer you get to your equator, you are under the harmful UVA rays. Okay, the sun emits harmful UVA rays everywhere, but it's more potent near the damn equator. But the equator ain't just in Africa. So you can come to America and find those same zones, zone 1 and zone 2 and 3. Zone 1 got the most bombardment of UVA rays, which is on the equator. So I hate to say it, but North America, Mesoamerica is on the damn equator. So yeah, you can bump into people that are considered to be dark to brown all day. That's not an issue. You can go to Adam and Eve's Island. Let me finish. You can go to Adam and Eve's Island and find dark-skinned people
I'm not
with
disagreeing
woolly
with that.
hair.
I'm not.
And
My statement
genetically,
is not a
they are
disagreement of that.
Asians. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
So why y'all
So
forcing us to be African though?
I'm not for who. I don't force you. To be
Wait. No, yeah. No, okay. That's it. You're going somewhere else, man.
African. What is wrong with these people,
All
yo?
right,
I'm
now
telling
y'all
them to be
going somewhere
African.
else. All right, hold on. So we got a new channel called in. What's up, new channel?
That's root word.
Oh, it's a good build. I just want to say, Ron, man, I'll be watching you every time you live, man. I'm glad that you bringing all sides of the field together. Now, I'm just here I just want to ask one little simple question. When I just like the topic, and the brother said that they're like I don't agree with everything Ling Ling was saying, but I see his point trying to put Negro in America, and the other brother was like, well, you can't put like Negro is from Africa, and I'm like, well, I was just wondering, like, is there a tribe Negro or a nation of Negroes in Africa? And I'd agree.
All right, now look,
Hey, hold
that
on,
question.
Yo. Hold on. Guess when the Negroes showed up? When the Portuguese popped up, they started calling them black. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a tribe.
That's why the Egyptians ain't black.
Sir, I just asked a
Colonial.
question
It's a
about
colonial designation. They racialized them. They
I
was
bet.
wild and wrong.
Bet that's a clip right there. So again, that meant
Now we're not listening to you. You can't read, remember?
That meant
you read a whole
said,
source.
I know you can't read, boy.
All right. Wait. Hey, Ling. Dude, there's a reason. Hey, family, there's a reason why I appreciate all you guys, but there's a reason why I normally don't have no panelists, because it gets like this. You dig? It gets chippy. Now, where is now? I know you're not their bodyguard, but where the hell is Sabio and Sheffrin, bro?
How was Sheffrin at?
Hey, yo, no, because the same thing I told Tazariot. Like he can't keep coming. Like it got to be other folks. You dig? Same thing with you. You always call in. No,
I
we
support
always
you, though.
we yeah. But I thank you and I support you as well. But we always talk. I don't like. I want to talk to the ones who was talking. Right. I want Sheffrin because I mean I want Sheffrin. I want Sabio because here's the thing. People can ask questions. And I'm down to answer. But like you know what Tank told Ryan Garcia, he said, "What happens when those bombs come back to you?" So I don't believe Sheffrin and Sabio can answer my questions at all. Okay, so I want them to come over and ask their toughest questions. I'm gonna absorb those, and this is my turn because JJ pulled up over here and ran like hell, and most people do that because I got some questions for some people, and I don't want to direct them to you. I want the people who talking the most shit, which was Sheffer and Sabio, to bring that, and everybody else does on your Kim, whatever else. Bro, look, Unc is talking, Tyrone talking, Vendetta, y'all got it in. I was unbiased. I ain't choosing favorites. So when they call in, it's gonna be the same energy. Nobody gonna be muting them unless they're respectful, nobody muting them. But please encourage them to call in, bro. Because I called in your channel, I dealt with a panel of what, 9, 10?
Yeah, you was good.
Okay. So I'm respectful to you know what I mean, as much as I can.
Yeah,
okay.
we had our fun.
But let me say this to you though. So
you just can't let people say wild stuff though, yo. I'm not letting nobody on that side say them wild, yo. Like we just read this source right here. You still got up. This man is delusional. And anybody that agree, we can read, man.
Come on, bro. Hey, bro.
Even if I
know
don't
you're
think
cracked out, bro.
Yeah, see, now you invite him. You invite him back in the convo.
Why we call you Unc's crack pipe?
No, I'm saying, how many people on this panel right now, though, yo? We should be able to read. And if we can't comprehend what we reading, then we really can't read. Everybody heard this man read. He trying to tell us that all the different tribes he named was all the same people.
Hold up, man. Yo, bro, listen.
Okay, so do you want to hear the
Wait, no. Listen, it's not up to him. Look, no, Ling. No, it's not. Hold on, dude.
Belt to ass tonight?
Hey, Ling, listen, the topic ain't that, my guy. People call in to read.
Talking to,
yo,
my guy.
People want to not. I'm saying like people ain't calling for that. I'll let y'all get it in. No, yeah, you want that, but I can't do false advertising, my guy. I got a title here, and I got to stay true to it, or people gonna check out.
I asked the question.
Critiquing the show he was on.
Yeah, so I respect. I thank you, Ling. I respect Vendetta.
What do you call Redfoot?
Redfoot on Ron, can I ask a question?
Who is that? B1 Business? Yeah, sure.
Hey, I got a question for you, Unc. Unc, can you hear me? Unc, can you hear me?
Ron, okay. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
We hear you.
Can Unc hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Peace to everybody on the panel, by the way.
Peace.
You know, Ron, appreciate you letting me come up. Unc, I actually met you one time, man, at Sarnetta's TV Awards, man. A while back, you photobombed my picture I was taking with red and blue pill, but I seen you on the panel the other night with Dr. Mayat, and you was going in like black people wasn't here before the red natives.
Facts.
So you think black people were African people populated the globe, but they didn't come to America? We the oldest people on the planet, and we populated the whole planet, but we wasn't on American soil before a red mongoloid. That's what you believe?
No, I don't believe anything. I have a scientific explanation for what's going on.
You know that for facts. Well, facts will say that you're wrong about that, but what you about
you
that?
Just asked the question. I could tell you though.
Right. Okay.
And I'm saying, since all of us seen that man put that source up there, we're still up there. We can actually read and comprehend. And when we comprehend what the hell he read is wild. So watch this. All you have to do is understand what the scientific literature is talking about. So Africans did not populate the globe. That's not true. And because all of us seen that man put that source up there, we're still up there. Somebody got the thing playing.
Nah, that was an echo. That was my fault.
Okay. So in the literature, now listen closely. I'm giving you some scientific jargon. In the literature, when it's called the Out of Africa theory, when Africans walked out of Africa, right, they start to encounter different geological niches and environments, which cause them to mutate. And when the mutation occurs outside of the continent of Africa, the literature calls them non-African. But non-African does not mean that they're not African. It's simply identifying the mutations that they carry. So as they go through different geological niches over about a 50,000 year period, right? Going through ice ages and things of that nature, by the time they get to the Americas, they have a whole different haplogroup. Okay? Simple as that.
Haplogroup.
So that's
Yo,
you have to
can I
understand
ask you a question?
mutations
Don't
and
interrupt
evolution.
him.
Let me
No.
finish my point.
Wait, you gotta let them finish
So
first.
all
You
you
gotta let them land the
let
plane
me
first.
finish.
You
Let me
gotta let
finish.
them land the
Let
plane.
me finish. So since most people
You gotta let them land the plane, bro.
want to make
Yeah.
fun of the apes and Charles Darwin and genes and genetics, then you will never get the correct answer. We actually think that Africans walk their ass up out of Africa like still robots,
No.
never mutated in their environment, and just walk straight to America. That's not true.
And we don't think that.
In my
We
bill,
don't
right?
think
You
that.
did.
Can
I
I
said
ask a question?
Africans went around the
Right.
world.
Yeah,
You
but we don't think they walked
Let
out
me
like
get him
no
right
robot.
there. Let me get him right here.
Bro,
No, man, let the
bro,
brother that asked the
tell that
question. I don't
dude
want
to
to
be
talk to you.
quiet.
You can't read.
Your little
I want to
Tell him to
talk
be
to the brother that
quiet,
asked the
man.
question. He has a better spirit, man. I don't want to
Tell
talk to you.
that dude to be quiet, man.
Hey, Ling, you went back and forth. Now I gotta remove you in a second, bro. You had your chance. We're moving
You
on,
had your
bro.
chance,
Hold
yo.
on,
You couldn't
let me
read. You
book him right
lost.
quick. Let me do this.
I need to ask
I don't
you
want
a
to
question
talk to
based
the
on
brother,
We'll
what
yo.
you
circle
just
back to
said.
Don't
you, but
like your
not right
spirit,
now.
yo.
Can I
We'll
make a
circle back to you,
statement?
but not right now, bro.
The
Can I
brother,
make a
I got
statement?
the
one
brother
more
that asked the
question.
question. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
I got one more question
what,
for Unc.
what,
I got
what
one
you
more
just
question for Unc. Go
with,
ahead.
with what you just said, right?
Right.
Would those people still show a strong uh uh genetic connection to Africans regardless?
Or a connection to Asia more. Look at the map.
Mm.
Can I make a
Okay.
They
statement?
would still retain. They would still retain their melanated tone, wouldn't they? Even
Depending on
though.
where they, it depends on where they end up at. If they end up
Okay.
near the equator, they're gonna be darker. If they end up in Canada on
Now,
that ice, they're gonna be lighter because they need it.
now,
They need to be able to
just now.
allow
Let me.
rays, sun
One
rays
last
in.
thing.
That's a
One
lie.
last thing. One last thing.
No,
The reason
I
why
had
I asked that.
I had
Let me
another
finish,
question
brother.
for
Please
him,
let me
man.
finish up. Let me finish up. I'm finishing up. It's going to be quick.
All
The reason
right.
why I asked that question because you asked me to cite a source, right? And these sources are early Spanish, French, and like Portuguese explorers that came into contact with some of these natives in the Americas and described them as dark-skinned people and confused them with people or described them as people they seen in Africa. Uh, a book you can get is Black Indians, A Hidden Heritage by
Familiar with
William
it?
Morris
Familiar with it?
Cass.
Hmm?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
As
familiar.
well
Go ahead.
as then you must know if you're familiar with that. You're familiar
I
with
had the
the
book.
narrative of Cabasa de Vaca, right?
Uh-huh.
1530s explorer who
Yep.
traveled through Texas,
Yep.
right? And there's
1530s.
various books where they're describing. That's why I posed the question. So your statement about the geneticists, their
Hmm.
genetics changing a
Hmm.
little, but
Hmm.
them still having the ability to retain their phenotypical look.
Hmm.
These made me ask the question: are these the Asiatic questions in this thing I posted here, or are
Hmm.
these the more Negroid looking Indians
I,
that they
I
ran
I got the
into?
answer. I got the
Hmm.
answer to make it all make
So
sense.
hold on for a minute, man. Slow down. Let me just address him and then we can go
Shut the
forward.
hell up.
So there was not a comprehensive scientific theory in 1530s and 1600s and 1700s. That comprehensive theory of natural selection didn't occur until Charles Darwin organized it. Okay, in Rady 1853. All right, when he circumnavigated the globe. It took him 5 years. And so I would expect the same way FBA, right? Since y'all consider yourself to be FBA, I want to respect you. The same way y'all look at Olmec statues and say they African, and the same way you would look at a person who you presume to be African based off their skin color and tone, it's the same way they did it. They didn't have a comprehensive understanding of it. So of course they made that mistake. I'm saying it's a mistake. And I'm saying your eyes is lying to you. Once you get down to the nitty gritty of understanding natural selection and how your skin color has nothing to do with whether you're African or not, but how you are protected from the harmful UVA rays so you can have give so your genes can carry on to the next generation. through valuable offspring. What's a valuable offspring? Something that can survive to make it to the age of reproduction. And in the equator areas or areas with high bombardments of UVA rays, right? You need that protection from that because it attacks the folic acid in women. It's a vitamin, okay? And if that does not get protected, right, in the women, you have low birth weights in children with spinal bifidus, that's open spines, and all kind of disorders. So this is important. I don't expect you to get it, but just take your time, yo. We can get this together. That has nothing to do with the FBA. That's something different. But I just want to give you a scientific understanding.
I got a statement.
No, we got to move on. You asked no, you asked two good questions. Hey, bro, I'm the host and I ain't get to ask a question yet. No, that's it. That's it. Let's just go to Mr. Kraft. Now, thank you though. I appreciate you asked two good questions.
Two great
But
questions.
bro, I didn't even look. I'm letting you guys ask questions over me, and I only had nothing tough on. I'm gonna save you and Chef. But Mr. Krabs,
thank you, Mr. Ron. So to make it all make sense, what the brother what the brother saying makes sense is no, they didn't have science or whatever, but they did have liars back in the day. So what you have to understand is, like the brother said, when they came upon the land, he seen colored people. What a lot of people in our area understand is paper genocide had took place. So once they started labeling the indigenous as Negroes, that's why in the context that y'all reading, they saying that Negroes was mixing with the Africans. No, it was the indigenous. They just had them labeled them into a different. They just labeled them different. Just like we labeling ourselves different in FBA. It's that easy to label a person a different name. So they started labeling the indigenous people as Negroes.
Yep.
Right. So
yeah, they was wrong for that.
What?
Was wrong. They was wrong for that.
Exactly. That's exactly what they did. They renamed the indigenous people as Negroes.
Yeah,
so
when
wrong. You read in these texts, I always got to read between the lines because they're trying to hide our history. So just when you read these texts, we have to stitch these things together because they're not going to give you the truth. That's why the FBA brothers is making it make sense. You see what I'm saying?
No, this is a pretty good source right here. It's a great source right here, yo. You don't got to read between the lines on it. It's clearly giving you the different names of the tribe.
What I mean by reading between the lines
is give me the name of the tribe, bro. Listen.
No, listen.
You gotta close your eyes for a minute, yo. The source is giving you the name of the tribe.
Mr. Kraft. Mr. Kraft. No, Mr. Kraft, you don't have a point. The literature's right there in front of us. We read it.
No, what I'm saying is it possible, brother?
No, man, it's right there. It was clear.
Hold on. Is it possible that these two groups, the Negroes and the Indians, share the same phenotype?
That's the point I'm making.
Exactly.
The indigenous
people. Y'all gotta slow down. Why don't y'all just hold on? What do y'all care about more?
It's a question. It is relevant.
What do y'all care about
you
more?
The one, you gotta recognize you the one. You the one acting like wasn't no black people already here.
Yo, I'm saying, what do you care about more? Hold on. Wait a minute. Do you care about representing FBA?
Got brought over. See what happened, Ron?
Listen, I'm asking this question.
Ron?
Yeah, now I understand, but the family, listen. I don't mind y'all joining the panel. I put the link out there, really for ops, right? But you come on, okay. And I don't mind y'all building up.
We support each other, yo.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about. I want to talk to Chef.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Chef and I want to talk to Savior because they got the loudest mouths. Hey, bro. Now, and you brother also. Now, well, hold on.
I'm gonna get everybody you need to get over here except Doc. You can't talk about Doc like that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Well, I want to. Okay, so if she does come over here, I want to talk about Pan-Africanism only. If she want to
get
do
on that, I got somebody for you. Okay, it's well versed in.
Please.
But I just want to ask the brothers though. Do they care more about? What do they care more about? Now, the FBA thing. That's the thing y'all want to gravitate to. I respect y'all. No doubt. Or do you want to talk about a scientific theory in evolution and phenotypes? That's a whole different separate conversation.
Right.
I bet.
A chance with that.
We're talking about things that help us.
We're not yelling. Listen, you're not going to stand a chance in this conversation with me.
I know.
Okay, so
now
the
FBA thing, but
so y'all would hold on now. God,
a book.
Y'all won't even get to that. Y'all don't shut up. I'm trying to be nice. Be quiet. God damn. Let me get off what I want to get off now, man. Then y'all can go back. Y'all can go back.
All right. Hey, appreciate you, Ron, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it, man. Be one. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you big time, bro.
I appreciate you, brother.
Now, you can bring who you want, and I'll take the challenge. But I'm asking for 2 names because they had the biggest mouths while I was over there.
I got you.
That's Sabio and that's Sheffrin. I don't believe they know anything about Pan-Africanism at all, nowhere near me. So I want them to come over here. Let's have a discussion about FBA.
So let me do. He understands. He understands Pan-Africanism.
Okay, but I don't recall him. Did I speak to him?
Yeah. Y'all fought for like 25 minutes. Y'all fought the longest.
You bring him. And I know he the dumbest. So let me explain something. What I was explaining about African American black, you might not be aware of, bro. When it comes to black, that's my shit. Okay, so look, hold on. When Jesse Jackson nationalized, I know you don't even know what channels he did to nationalize it. That was like, first of all, he inserted the same way Yvette Carnell and Tariq Nasheed. They just said, hey, we're African Americans. Hey, we're Adolf. Hey, we're FBA. He did everything he did. They did. The only difference is he had the power structure behind him. He had DNC liberals. He had the Jewish media, and they helped him. That's a fact. They helped him push it. Tariq, Adolf, and nobody else got help from liberals at all. Okay, they got help. Now watch this. When they put it on forums, bro, that's called disaggregation. You could say explicit representation. When they did that, bro, that black / African American, that was not lineage based. That, you know why? The proof is a Jamaican can fill it out. Okay, that was race based. I was trying to explain to your panel. I know they don't know this. That's okay. But that form, when you say you're black in America, you are saying race. That's why when they do a black stat, it's race. It ain't linear. It ain't linear. It's not specific to black born U.S. chattel slavery Americans at all. Nothing. No. The marriage rate, the unemployment rate, the prison rate, all that stuff, murder rate, all that stuff is everybody of African descent in this country. So they don't know that. So what we were doing, the term delineation, the term that literally means draw a line, separate us from everybody else who's a person of African descent. We're separate. So now it's another category. So when it has, when it says black African American, once everybody check that box, these are people who are African descent. And then another box will come down. It'll say Haitian, Jamaican, FBA, or whatever term you want to ascribe to it. It'll be that next. So that shows that these are stats because what we need in this country, because we suffer from white supremacy, systemic racism, we need to understand the harms and how it's playing out in 2025, going into 2026. So the harm that's going to play out on us is not going to play out the same in Jamaicans and wherever else who never experienced what we experienced. It's traumatic to us. That whole Dr. Joyce DeGroot Leary, the post-traumatic slave syndrome, that's us only in this country. So we need data. We need to know how it's playing out, how we're affected today. That can't happen if Nigerians are selecting black, if Haitians selecting black. It cannot happen because they don't. Nigerians starve in this country, so they could say, hey, look at them, which they have. Conservative media has. Say, hey, look at Nigerians. They're not complaining. They're thriving, and they don't. They're purposely playing that game, knowing that they didn't go through a week. That's what we're saying. We're not playing that game. We want to delineate where you can show the results just on us and how our employment, our marriage, our jail rate, and things like that, only us. You could group us up all as well, no problem. But we want to know our separate stats and how this trauma, the systemic racism is hurting us to the T. Like, we want to know that so we can address it, we can redress it, right? So we can say, hey, we want this done, reparations or whatever else. We want to nip that in the bud, but that can never happen when people come over here checking black and they don't have our experiences and they're not discriminated against the same as us. So that's the whole point for that, right? So that's why we say,
I agree with you on all that though, right?
Of course, I heard you say it. All right.
Yeah.
So but I'm just making that clear. Making that clear. Okay, so this is why I didn't want you, because I heard what you were saying. I want Big Mouth Chef. I want Big Mouth Saber, and I'm gonna let them talk, bro. I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna be muted. I'll let them go, and they're gonna ask their questions, and I'm gonna answer. But I got questions, bro. I got questions too, and I'm telling you, they're not gonna pull up. That's all I'm gonna say. Family, we're never gonna talk to Savio and Sheffrey. They'll never pull up.
Well, I want to body statements.
No, man, I don't want to talk to you, bro. You disrespectful.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bring my cross references.
You disrespectful.
And
You like
I
crazy.
am disrespectful. I'm evil.
Cut your hair, yo. Your hairline.
I'm
deceived,
evil.
Yo.
I don't care. I don't give a damn about no ball.
It's you know what I mean. It's okay to, you know what I mean, to disagree and be
but let's get
respectful.
back into this information because he wanted to get a wedgie. So this nigga gonna get a noogie right quick. So again, chapter
You're incoherent.
Jack D. Forbes, Africans and Native Americans. Here's the body bag. So the introduction already said that Negro did not mean an African binary. It meant multiple races outside of Europe, such as
where you read that? Yeah. Go ahead.
I know
I can agree to that.
Fucking book, nigga. I know you have it.
I can agree to that. They was calling everybody.
I know you have it. Book, boy.
Bro. No, hey, Link. Hey, Link. I cannot.
No.
You can't have him on your side, yo.
No, I want to beat up his Darwin.
Okay, yeah, but you're not doing that. You're not doing that.
I want to beat up
Link, but you're not beating nothing up. You're just cussing people out, bro.
Yeah, you terrible, yo.
All right, then let me talk. Let me cook.
You the wrong person.
But cook without cussing people out.
Let me cook them. So in the
how you gonna understand anything? You don't even understand science and biology.
Mike, I'm talking.
I'm gonna mute out.
Wait. Hold on. Not just talking. Don't rant. Make a point. I know. I'm just saying. I'm prepping you. Make it. Okay. I don't want a long teaching. Make a point.
You know, long.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm just laying out there. Make your point.
Help it.
Land your plane and let him respond. Go ahead.
Page 2 on the introduction, he literally states that in Jack D. Forbes' own studies with his own Powhatan Lenape people, that full-blooded indigenous people could be classed as mulatto and Negro on page 2. So there were no Africans being brought into the United States, the earliest colonial period, going into the antebellum period, and I can back it up with my own personal family genealogy, mind you. Chapter 3, he literally breaks down the uses of Negro. It had nothing to do with an African binary. It was used on indigenous people since the 1590s. The next chapter you can read, chapter 7, literally quotes that Bureau of American Ethnology book that I brought up. He said that the blood of the Southern Negro is unquestionably Indian. This all is quoted from Almond Willa Lauber's book as well, which shouted out that bureau. So at the end of the day, you cannot use Negro to mean African because it can mean an indigenous person because it's a servile status at the time. Over time, in the 20th century, they narrowed it down to African.
All right, brother.
What are you doing here, dude? You can that scientific shit, but not use
no problem, bro. So my question is, obviously, that source you showed clearly named other tribes. And then they talked about the Negro marrying in. So are you trying to convince us that really wasn't a real Negro? That was a tribe that was here. They just called them the Negro tribe that married in. Is that what you're trying to convince us of right now?
Various indigenous American tribes were called Negro historically. And you cannot distinguish a Negro from an Indian.
Listen.
In Almond Willa Lauber's book, which I also mentioned.
Listen, you're falsely applying that.
He said that you cannot tell the Negro and the Indian apart.
You're falsely applying that, yo. You can clearly tell a daggone Native American from a damn indigenous African. Y'all, you playing with us right now.
Why was the source differentiating?
So in the actual Jack D. Forbes book that I just brought up, he said you cannot use modern definitions for the terms in the past because they had a different meaning back then. And also, you can't sit up.
You know what? I'm gonna get that myself.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
I actually agree with that. Yeah, I actually agree with that.
So historically, and they got papers on how American Indians had populations of Negroes already here without connection to Africa. Because the term,
I don't trust you.
Hold on, dude. Because Negroid in scientific layman's, it was deemed outdated based on political correctness. Because they wanted to narrow it down to a subset. Hold on, dummy. They wanted to narrow it down to a sub-Sahara box, which that's also pseudo because there's no place in Africa called sub-Sahara.
Tyree.
So you misuse science.
Tyron,
Go ahead, brother.
this is why I asked the question: would those Indians in this that you posted, could they be the same phenotype as the individuals called Negroes?
Yes, absolutely. And
Because
Europeans,
hold on,
William Penn.
because without cross-referenced information, they could be referring to individuals that are dark-skinned, phenotypically, that are indigenous, that come from the tribes, from those that were brought over here from Africa.
And his favorite thing is DNA, right? And you interviewed Rick Kittle.
You getting that, man? Ron, you gonna sit here and think?
Hold on, let's
that
cook
a
you
West
right quick
African
with
like
your
a
own
damn
interview.
a Northeast
Let's
African?
cook you with your misinformation of DNA.
Native American.
So you interviewed Rick Kittles, right, years ago, and he literally body bagged you on your misuse of DNA, which it cannot prove that you're an African slave. It cannot prove that. He said haplogroups, which y'all love to use. That's y'all favorite word, haplogroup. So he said you cannot use haplogroup in that same interview to prove your race to be a Bantu Niger Congoid slave. And he literally said you can't prove it to say that a Native American is an Asian model either, because they don't have reference panels for Southeastern woodland tribes. That's what he didn't say. They don't have a reference panel for African.
Come on, Ron. We can't have this man just give a full wild lecture saying anything.
What they literally collected with living Africans.
Serious, yo.
They collected.
You're not talking sense right now, yo.
You have several haplogroups that shared between Africans and Europeans.
Yep.
This is facts.
What you talking about?
So you don't even understand how autosomal tests work, dude.
About, man. What the hell are we doing right now?
We're talking science. You a science man?
You ain't talking. You don't.
Are you a scientist?
Nigga,
yes
you don't know what a scientific theory is.
Yeah,
no,
I know
what
a scientific theory is.
No, I'm not a scientist. You don't know what a scientific
theory is.
Yeah,
you want to claim that you're a Darwinist and an atheist, but you don't even understand what autosomal tests are.
You don't know what a scientific theory
What is an autosomal test, dude?
I'm asking the question, nigga. You just asked one. I'm saying you don't know what a scientific theory is, right?
Hold on, we know you don't understand it because you were sitting up here appropriating Somalian culture and she ex-clowned you on that shit. You and Sean. So let's not play these games. You was over here appropriating Somalis with Somalis were not the.
Let me read this real fast. Let me read this real fast.
Is your teacher?
No, that's your nigga. I don't fuck with you.
All right, hey, Ling, dude, the language. Okay, this guy, I got
check this out, bro. I'm done.
Ling, I'm at the language, my guy.
Yeah, you
anyway,
sitting in the middle of a little room.
Yeah, let me just read real fast so people understand what I'm saying.
Reading the source and whooping your ass.
All right, let me read this real fast.
You can't read, remember?
All right, let me read this real fast.
You don't know autosomal.
All right, so this is what I mean. Anybody was confused. When I say white people in America, when they say black, this is the trick. I heard Q Butter play this trick, and I invited Q Butter over here. He was in the chat twice, never clicked the link. Okay, so what Q Butter does is he used black as a racial term, but he disguised it as an ethnonym. So he kind of tricked the listeners who's listening that he's speaking to black people exclusively. He's not. Okay, race. Race is a social construct used to group people. Race was constructed as a hierarchical human grouping system, generated racial classification to identify, distinguish, and marginalize some that's plural, some groups. So that's the African groups, the Afro-Caribbean groups, Foundation Black Americans, and whoever else, right? They're all thrown in that pot. Look, across nations, regions, and the world. This ain't something that's confined to just America. So I know what I'm talking about when I say black, when it's used loosely, is normally used as a racialized term. It's inclusive to everybody that's of African descent that's in America. The AU does not use, I don't know if Unc knows this, but the AU does not use black the same way. The AU rather use POAD, people of African descent. Only America uses black as a race. And guess what? They didn't start that until 1990, long before we use it as an ethnonym. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Chef and those guys not ready for me. Okay, because we pretty much coined black as an ethnonym, a proper noun, in 1960s. White folks ain't used, but so it was an ethnonym for 30 years free, without any competition, without any challenge. So white folks came up with a race and added black in there in the 1990s. That's kind of the same time Jesse Jackson introduced African American. So in my opinion, this was more efforts to undermine us as a unique people distinguished from everybody else, and then would include us to a bunch of everybody else. So like we're never a separate people. Therefore, we never have a separate reparations claim. We can never hold white folks accountable for us specifically ever, because we're grouped racially. And I just said there's no such thing as a race-based reparations. So they had us using black as a race, and all these Pan-African and reparation groups, they were arguing for reparations as a race, and they were thrown out of court immediately. It wasn't until Adolf said, you know what? No, change that language. Lineage. It has to be lineage. Now, let me say this. You there, No,
he fled. He ran when I whooped his ass.
Okay, all right, I got you. But let me. I mean, you did good. You asked some good questions. You made some good points. So I say this: Japanese people, they are Asian, right? And they had reparations in this country for the internment camps. That wasn't race-based. See, race-based includes Chinese and East Indians. So that means all the East Indians in America and the Chinese people would have had claim stake in the Japanese harm internment camps. You feel me? So now watch this. And so, of course, that can't happen. East Indians can't claim what happened to Japanese. But not only that, other Japanese who are not harmed cannot claim. You feel me? It's the harmed individuals. Now, for us, all FBAs have a claim because our entire lineage was enslaved.
Facts.
All Japanese were not in internment camps, but all FBAs were enslaved. That's why we all have a claim. So these guys don't want to acknowledge that, or they just dumb.
And that's why recognizing the ethnogenesis is so important, because that the ethnogenesis also points and proves to us as a specific group.
Yeah, exactly.
It points to us as the specific group that was harmed.
Right, that was harmed. Right, it's no confusion, so they can't in court like Revenue talking about, oh nah,
and this is why
there's a race proxy. No.
Now remember when you was playing one of their lives, and they showed one of the guys beefing, saying that they want that FBA is trying to steal the Pan-Africans we're trying to steal the Pan-Africans reparations.
Yeah, they are so crazy. Yeah.
See, think about what you just said. What we just said. If the ethnogenesis points to us as the specific harmed group, right? And he's saying that FBA is trying to steal Pan-Africans reparations. Inherently, they want to give reparations to everyone else except us.
It is
that don't deserve it.
Allies reparations.
That's the problem they have with it at its foundation. And it's no matter what you look at, it's about money. And I want to show you something else in this discussion. When I was asking my questions, everything I asked was something that was pointing to what he brought up. He brought up Darwinism. He brought up haplogroups. He brought up skin complexion based on the equator, right? Yeah. And every question I asked, he knew was going to debunk what he just stated, so he ran from it and tried to state, "Oh, what are we talking about here? I'm talking about what you brought up personally."
Right.
I don't believe he a zoo animal. This man,
but Ling, this is why I was saying chill out. Because I can't complain when I go to other panels about the disrespect, the name called and homonyms, and then they come over here, they experience the same thing. So you're making me contradict myself. That's why I'm like, yo, chill out. Like we're trying to practice black excellence over there, because they're using that excuse not to come over here. You guys mute people. You yell at people. They're using that as an excuse to not come over here. So I'm trying to give them no excuses.
Yo, Lang, what you needed to do, right, was understand how I was backing you up, so you didn't have to bomb on them like that, right? You didn't have to bomb on them like that. You gotta walk them into it nicely. You know what I'm saying? Like a pot of crabs, when you just slow boil it first, then you turn up the heat later. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to jump out the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm getting sick and tired of these pan goofies calling people CIA agents. I gotta put belt to ass on that.
But
Like
think about it.
he
Remember
deserved.
when I said when he asked me about he asked me about my sources, and as soon as I started reading the sources, he said he was familiar with them. Then he wanted to get away from that. That means he already knows that the source you were quoting. This is what I said. Are these individuals dark skinned, or are they the Asiatic types? Because we know for a fact there were dark skinned, melanated individuals who were recognized as indigenous from eyewitness accounts.
That's a
Not,
fact.
not. I don't care what Darwin said. When those people, when the Portuguese, the Spanish, the English, when they pulled up, they seen niggers. They said these people look like these people look like, and they described them as individuals that they saw when they were in Africa, when they visited Africa. This
Yeah,
is facts.
and the term at the time that it was referring to Africans was Ethiopians or Sudan and all this other.
Yes. Oh, yeah, facts. Facts. Kush or Cushy, stuff of that nature, they would call them. Facts. And they described them. And this is various different times, various different groups of explorers at different places in America. So I'm saying, could these individuals, so if you want to use the equator, right? Are these individuals dark-skinned individuals?
Yep.
Oh, you're saying he said they went through they went through it with Darwinism and everything. They went through a change in genetics, so to speak. Okay, but did they still retain their dark skinned complexion
Yes,
that
they.
would make these European explorers wonder if they were Africans or not?
Yes, they did. And to back it up, and here's how they gotta retire that whole environmental skin color thing, because you got dark skin that exists in
And
all
the
climates, not just a
facts,
hot climate, because you can have dark skin in the cold. And plus,
facts.
European skin can suffer from being in the cold for a long period of time because they get snow burn. So
Mm-hmm.
also in these Mongoloid style Native Americans, they also use remedies to help survive through those cold winters up north by putting seal blubber, seal oil, whale oil on their bodies to keep their temperature warm, because if they didn't have those things, they would have died out in the cold. So you all automatically, melanin is a skin natural deflection from the cold and the UV rays. So these dudes cannot use that whole theory of saying that black people cannot exist in the Wormian Ice Age, when these people that populated the Americas, and if you watch that movie 10,000 BCE, they show you a melanated person as one of the original peoples that peopled the Americas, and it's the closest thing to the scientific accuracy of how people the Americas, but they put their own spin on it with having these people walk up out of the Americas with terror birds and stuff, and walking all the way back to Africa, messing with an albino at the pyramids. And
Oh, come on, man.
yeah,
Come on. We going too far, bro. We going too far. I'm just saying this. However you cut it, right? From the information you posted earlier, however you cut it, right? Whether you believe that these individuals were separate individuals or not, that showed that evidence produced or showed that there was an ethnogenesis taking place between those two particular groups that they were
Right. And
talking
that's
about.
where I'm at with it.
That's what it showed. Whether you want to believe one of the groups were
Right. Here
phenotypically
already
black
or
or
came of
not.
slave ships, doesn't matter.
Yes, doesn't matter.
They
They
both are
mixed.
they both end up becoming one.
They
And that's
became
what I'm
one.
on. Right.
And now
you
hold
didn't
on, Ron. I'm gonna
understand
add something
what
to it.
H.O.K.
I'm gonna add something to what you said, Ron, which is a fact. When you said even for the individuals that were put on the boat, right? They began an ethnogenesis
Yep.
at that point. Why? Because I wanted to say this, I didn't get a chance to say it. Ethno means ethnics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Genesis means what? The beginning or start of something, right?
Yes, sir.
So ethnogenesis is basically stating the beginning of an ethnic group. So when you have those different tribes from different spaces from Africa on those ships, they were all different groups of people.
Yeah, they were.
And they what? They were forced among each other.
Yep.
Different tribes from different countries or different kingdoms were forced among each other.
The ethnogenesis started there. Then when they were transplanted to the Americas, they were put among another group of people, and a continued ethnogenesis took place there. As time went on, it continued when the European race got introduced into the ethnogenesis. This is a completely different group of people that never existed. The product of that overall ethnogenesis is us, and we are a group of people that never existed anywhere else on planet Earth.
Yes, sir. And to break it down politically and scientifically, what they don't understand is this African stuff is not getting us anywhere. And scientific basis, which they don't understand commercial DNA, it literally says that we lost that African lineage via recombination. And they have not tested any genetics from any bones from that time period of indigenous people or African slaves. What they did collect was living people's saliva.
Bro, why do you think he ran when I said you have African and Europeans who share haplogroups, several haplogroups?
Yep, that's a fact. Even indigenous Americans
haplogroup R1b, right?
Yep.
Haplogroup parts of Central and West Africa, right?
Also
is common among Western Europe and among Western Europe.
Yep. No, Albert Perry.
Haplogroup
E1. Albert Perry got that A00, but they try to put him on the Cameroonians, right? But they don't have any slave lineage from that time period. So his own genetic markers go beyond that out of Africa theory model. Because the former one was Omo one of Jebber Ear Hood, right? And he was talking this monkey and man science, but the out of Africa theory been debunked back in 2010 with the Australian genetics and other genetics that's in the world, like Amerindian genetics that are older than what they postulated with the carbon dating method. So I don't know why these don't update their science.
Let me show you something. You have about 3 different haplogroups that are shared by Europeans and Africans that are that come from the paternal lines, right? YDA haplogroups, shit. Yeah. And then you have also the maternal lines. You have about another 3 haplogroups shared between Africans and Europeans. So just because people share a haplogroup don't mean they're the same people.
Yep, that's a fact. And they miss haplogroups to try and prove that.
That's why I asked the question when I asked them, is it possible that when they left that their genetics changed? And if they didn't, or if they did, was it possible that their phenotype still stayed the same? Because the haplogroup has no bearing on your phenotypical look.
It doesn't. And you hit the nail on the coffin, bro. Because for one, Black Americans have our own phenotypes. Did you know that? Even in the Negro world, they was over here saying we got Australoid phenotypes. We got Native American phenotypes that's still amongst us. So them to just hold their hats on Bantuoid, Congoid, Cameroonian stuff, that's outdated because we don't look like these people. Classical features, our cultures is different. And then when we get into politics, because they want to mix up the dope with the politics with the AU6 region stuff, it requires you with that DNA test and your genealogy to prove that your people were here already in these colonies as Indians, or those 221,000 to 388,000 that Eltis put out there and Henry Louis Gates put out there, right? And it already beats up the African only narrative because it's only 2% of the slaves of the transatlantic slave trade as a whole came to the United States. So you wouldn't even be an African at that point. You would be something else entirely. You would be an indigenous American, half YT, and that African would have got lost back in the colonial or early antebellum. And they want to hold their hat on the Clotilda stuff, which the legal Africans got brought in. And the only person that could actually trace themselves to that is Questlove. Outside of that, everybody else got to do their genealogy and DNA tests at the same time. And what they can do to help follow that up is plug that shit in the chat GPT. It'll break down who your people is, especially with the African diaspora stuff. And if you put in your oral history and the communities where your family came from, it'll drop what you actually are, which is, it'll say American Indian, literally. And then you got the Cherokee Nation offering black folks tangibles. They said if you can prove your lineage to the Cherokee Nation, they'll drop you back.
I'm gonna give you a tidbit on why this is bullshit. I'm gonna show you a lot of this stuff is bullshit. My last name is Gordine, right? When I run into Haitians, they ask me if I'm Haitian because they don't know no better. My name comes from French Huguenots who left France based on political and religious persecution and came to the Americas and settled in the Louisianas and spread from there.
Oh, brother, you might be Chitamacha Chata.
I know listen, I got pictures of my great grandfather from the 1800s. If I posted the pictures of my family, now this is why I said phenotype. It don't mean shit. I'm dark skinned, but if I show you pictures of my grandparents and my grandparents and their siblings, you're gonna say them the goddamn they look like natives.
Yep.
This is facts, and I'm black as a motherfucker.
What about you, Ron? What's yours? Because they can't just be an African binary. Your people came from the diaspora in the United States. Like, what corridor were they at? Were they in the Carolinas, Virginia, New York, Louisiana, Alabama? Where were they? Mr. Ron?
Ron stepped off. He probably stepped away for a second. But yeah, so when I'm so this is why lineage is the way.
Yeah, it's the key.
Lineage is the way. So everybody they have to get their birth certificates together, death certificates together,
surnames.
Right? Oh,
surnames.
Yes, yeah. Well, when you get the birth certificates and death certificates, it's going to give you the surnames. Oh, and then you take that and you start doing your family. You see, my eldest aunt alive now. She has our family Bible. I went there to visit her over the summer, and I copied all the information in that family Bible. I copied all the information in that family Bible. And when you do your lineage, you'll be surprised what you run into. Now, going back to the native thing, right? A lot of people, this is why this is important to know and understand that a lot of individuals are finding that they who are classified as Negro was once classified as Native when they get to the paperwork.
Yep. Affidavits. Courthouse. Oh, Ron, I was asking you a question. Where did your family come from? What corridors are in the diaspora of the United States did they come from? Because it might not be an African only binary. Did they come from Carolinas, Virginia, Florida?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All that right there.
Yeah, you got to do your genealogy. You got to do the due diligence, bro. Like
when I'm gonna bring him up first. One of the things that he was ranting, but he was right about that we are the most documented group in regards to quote unquote. I'm use air quotes African groups in the world. That's because of paperwork.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, I could tell you that my family that I know was North Carolina, Mississippi. Like father's side Mississippi, mother's side North Carolina.
Yeah.
The Harrisons are deep right now in North Carolina. Like we're like super deep out there. Yep.
So what corridors are they from? Mecklenburg County? Are they from the Virginia Tidewater? Are they from?
I don't know. I haven't did all that.
All right.
So in those county records is where.
Wait. Yeah. Let me explain. I mean explain. Well, why I gotta do that? Well, why I just can't be satisfied that I'm FBA? Well, why I gotta do all that other extra shit?
Because
what I'm trying to prove.
It makes your case stronger if you have.
No, I'm good. No, we're good. Look, I'm good. I'm.
Hold on, brother.
Look. When it maybe I'll do that in the future. I'm right now. I'm too busy. I'm doing other shit more important to me.
Because I'm near it. I'm near getting mine.
The only reason why I think we should do it
individually as families, as we push for this reparations fight, that's going to be the line in the sand that ultimately shuts the door on cosplay.
Yeah, nah, but it's already like again, like my stuff, my aunt and them put me on game. Like it's already done. I said I didn't go do the research. My aunts and them did all that, man. Matter of fact, like that's how I know what I know. That's how I know what I know now.
Did it, yeah.
Yeah. I got aunts that's I'm 47. My aunts are 70. They live. Yeah. So that's why I keep telling a tether, like, dude, I can just talk to my aunt. You did. You can't do that. I could talk to my mom. You can't do that. Your mom wasn't here. You did. I can do that.
You
all right.
How you can be bulletproof on that is if you take the autosomal test and trace it to the African diaspora stuff, it'll tell you the specific counties where you come from, and then take your actual genealogy and oral history. And
I will put that link in the chat, and we'll all. I will put that link in the chat,
bro.
But I'm trying to help you help me. Put the link in the chat. I'll click it, and we all could do that.
So you can first start with going to the National History and Archives Center. You can go to the Library of Congress. They all got your surnames. All you just got to do is plug your stuff in there, and one of these genealogists will find it for you. It's that easy to build up your family tree.
Oh, I already got my family tree, man.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got that. I said my aunts and my brothers. I said my aunt and my brother and my sister.
It'll break it down for you. It'll tell you who people are.
You know, I got that. Like I got it. I got the physical thing. I didn't really study it like you guys did, but I got the whole shebang. My sister, my brother, and my aunt went and did that. And my sister recently sent me another copy of it. I asked for another copy. Yeah.
Plug that shit in the chat, GPT, and tell the audience what it say, because it'll
come on.
Go stop the hell out of it.
All right. Well, listen.
Yeah,
you might be indigenous, right? I'm not.
I know you. Just plug it in. Just
what I'm saying is this. I'm saying this.
From.
I believe we have my family. We have admixture with African descendancy, but I know for a fact we have indigenous admixture as well. I know that factually. You know what I'm saying? And I also know the European admixture too. We can't say we're an amalgamation of people through ethnogenesis, and we don't know who we are at the same time individually in this push for reparations. Because now, if they say, okay, we're gonna give y'all this $20 trillion, we're gonna break it up, but you gotta come with your lineage to show and prove who you are.
Most of us can do that.
I don't know why I don't even know why this is even it's laughable to me that this is even a conversation. It's like, dude, people come on my panel all the time.
No, I'm only saying
and they share
that's the trap door. That's what slam the door.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. But what I'm saying is people came on the channel and showed all their shit. Like everybody did that. Like everybody that calls them FBA, they pretty much got all that shit, bro. I don't know too many FBAs that's like lacking a receipt, a lineage receipt.
Yeah. In my family, every year at the family reunion, the kids, we would have to recite the family tree. We could do that all the way back to the 1730s on my mom's side. On my father's side, yes, they were slaves in New Jersey.
I could go back to like 18, like probably even further, but for what I was shown, that's like 18, like 60, something like that. It wasn't like 1700, but it was like, around the 1860, 70 mark. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
And matter of fact,
hey Ron,
the time when my mom was in child
too, though, bro. They be like they can go back to the 17 and 1600s. Man, I don't believe them, bro. No disrespect, Ron. I just don't believe them.
It does go back that far.
Y'all hear me? When my mom was a child, she used to talk to the people who used to own my ancestors as slaves on the plantation in South Carolina. That was in the 1960s. She still talked to them.
Did you hear what you just said?
Good night, Tiger. We gonna link up.
You said in 1960s, people was talking about stuff that was happening in the 1860s.
I don't think he said that.
Yeah. No,
That's
no,
when
no,
slavery
no,
was
no.
happening in the
No,
1860s.
no, no. Yeah, yes. I know that is what I
That's
said.
not impossible.
No.
That's
No,
impossible.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
To the
they
1900s.
still
Listen,
lived on that
the
farm to
oldest
the early
living survivor of Tulsa
1900s.
just died at 111 years old.
Yes, and
That's possible.
that's not uncommon for our lineage. And they still lived on that farm to the early 1930s when most of them left.
Yeah, it's not
Man,
hard.
you be some good ass shit though, man. People going back to the 1700s. I just want them to show me how to do that shit. How you gonna go back to the 1700s?
Because it's you got to have your surnames together, and what'll take you further beyond that is
Ling, I've been in this just as long as you. You know, we on the same team. I'm just like y'all. Just a
mine
lot of people say that with no evidence.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
saying
So look,
don't preach it to me
Ling.
like.
Yeah. No more talking. Hey, Ling, do this. Like, cause you said, Ron, do this, do that. How about you do it? You come on here and share your screen. No, not tonight. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go live around the same time, and maybe even in the morning. Okay. How about you come on, share your screen, and show me what you say I can do?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So anyway, let me just finish up this video right here where I put up on channel. Now, the point for playing this video, again, like I was saying, Ling, is to show people how to be a guest. How to be a guest. Everybody come on your show. Even y'all did it. Cut me off and shit. Like, I'm trying to set the example how to be a guest. When you call in, you gotta be a guest. You can't be a co-host. You feel me? You gotta be humble. Even though you want to say things. Like when I came over there, I waited my turn. Uncle was like, all right, I'm biased. Dad, he said, it's FBA, you know, he kind of like set me up. No problem. And people normally do that. And but I know, Ling, the thing is with me, bro, I'm so confident in my information. I don't give a damn what they say before I hop on. I don't give a damn what they say when I know I'm going
Ron,
to win.
Before you start the video, can I
Yes.
say this? This is
What's
how I
that?
know you good at playing chess. Yo, you let these people talk themselves into the corner, and then you start cooking them with actual information. Yo,
Right.
I love how you do that, yo. That
Right.
shit is
Yeah.
dope how you do that.
Yeah. And the thing with me, if I have an article, nobody gonna read that article better than me. Like so when Unc was trying to debunk with your own article. With me, that's not gonna happen. And I ain't gotta do a second. I ain't got to cross reference. If I bring up an article, I'm gonna show you within that context, that article, that thing supports me, not nobody else.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
And
just how I debate.
and then you read it back in a way that even a child could understand it. Like they had
Yeah. Because me and Unc did. Hey, Chad, how about this? Me and Unc did debate. It's recorded. It's archived. I mean, I called it. Unc got embarrassed. Okay, Unc didn't know that Africans stole us and sold us. He thought it was Europeans.
He didn't know that.
So no. So he
Heck,
no. He
even
did.
Henry Louis Gates body this dude.
Hold
How he not?
on. I got it. Ron.
That's crazy work.
He didn't know that Africans participated in catching us with slave
Bro,
raids.
he said Europeans
Yo,
did it, bro.
all you gotta do is watch channel 13 for that.
Heck, even
Bro, listen.
even Alice Hayes say that.
But listen, when that dude Sheffer and Sabill call in, they're gonna say the same thing, bro. He's not the only one. I had about 9 Pan-Africans say it never happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This means it's bigger than an echo chamber thing they're dealing with. That means they only read things that involves information about what Europeans did.
Yeah, it shows Africa in a positive light because Africa can do no wrong. But
right, no wrong.
They
make up excuses for Africa.
And these are people who claim they got degrees and say we uneducated.
And that's why
think about it. The average Pan-African is running around talking about they got all these degrees and they read and we are uneducated.
That's why
on the flip side of that, Tariq did a good live last night where he had an Ethiopian on there. And he said FBA has never helped Ethiopia, it was the British.
Oh yeah.
and we
Tariq cooked
constantly
the
broke
shit
that
out of
down to
him,
him.
man. It
And
was
yo, we constantly
embarrassing.
broke that down to him to the mic to the atom level.
Yeah.
Damn, I
And
missed
like,
that.
how can you
And then he went
deny that?
further.
Quantum realm.
Right. Look. So this is exactly what he said. So in my channel, I talk about the Robbins Airport. That's 1930, right? That's right before that's like right after the Great Depression. Like we over here building airports, white folks suffering, dying,
No, that was
starving.
still during the Great Depression, 1930.
No, I said no. Yeah, of course, the Great Depression, 1929. I'm saying while white folks are starving, dying, and eating each other, we out here building airports. You dig now? 1930, 1933, something like that. They took the planes that they built. They flew to Ethiopia to teach those tethers how
To have
to
the Air Force.
how to fly planes to defend against the Italians, bro.
Facts.
That's what we did. So now listen, keep in mind we're facing Jim Crow at its height. 1930. That's when Jim Crow just started really cooking.
Yeah.
All the rules, blacks can't go here, Negroes only, whites only. They really cooking. Red Summer, all that shit around that time. And we say, you know what, we're gonna go help another people who never helped us, don't think about us, nothing.
Yo, Ron,
and they won.
Yo, Ron,
and they won the war.
I'm gonna put you on to something that you just showed right here, right? With that right there. You heard of that? I think you did a live on that dude, Frank. What's his name? The African dude saying that we ain't got no culture.
Oh, Frank Zanu.
It's Frank Zanu. I just saw today he was debating somebody and said that culture starts with a worldview, and FBA don't have a worldview, right? You just explained our worldview through that explanation right there. Our part of our worldview is freedom and justice, and we because we see the world like that influences our actions. So therefore, we go around the world helping people around the world to achieve freedom and justice.
And look, wait, hold on. Wait, one more thing. Let me add to what Tariq said. What he said next. What he said next. I'm telling you, this is what you call a student's information. You brought it up off the top. I'm just cooking. So he also brought up our journalist in 1890 had wrote about what King Leopold, I think the second or third, probably the third, was doing in the Congo.
The second.
Okay, the second. Thank you. He's over there cutting off hands and doing all devilishment. It was an FBA journalist in the 1890s. We just got our freedom.
Yeah.
Our bank just got sabotaged and we wiped out till no money. Everybody lost their money, and we're thinking about what King Leopold II is doing to some tethers in the Congo, and we exposed that. We exposed it where the world got to see what was going on, and that influenced it being stopped.
Yes, sir.
So when the revenues and the Pan-Africans, it's like, dude, stop, man, stop. Yeah, y'all got nothing. That's why I want them to call in.
Only Pan-Africanists. That's the problem there, because Africans in the continent are not Pan-Africanists. They got G-sides going over there with the Hutus, Tutsis. You got people G-siding each other over Islam and Christianity, G-siding albinos for rituals. Heck, even expats that go over there that follow behind this Pan-African congregation, they literally getting robbed and killed just based off of them trying to settle over there and gentrify them for Black American spaces. Like, what are these dudes doing?
Let me play the video. Okay, I'm about to.
But real quick, Ron, before you start, to the point that he made, FBA is over here. Yo, there's not been a time. I'm talking about, I got jumped by a whole bunch of white people in the 90s, calling me the N-word in South Plainfield, New Jersey. And there's people that I didn't even know that joined in the fight. And there's not a time that I can remember back in the 80s and 90s. If something jumped off, if some white people said something disrespectful, Black people that didn't even know you were jumping in. And that's how we are. And that's not how they are.
Right. So that's why when Tariq Nasheed said we're the only people who actually physically fight white supremacy. When Revenue talk all that fighting stuff, like, dude, are you serious, man? And I gotta remind them. I gotta remind them, like, bro, you're fighting you're 100, they are 1. Why are you bragging? Look, that's a jump. They're 100 Maroons are jumping 1 British person. We are getting jumped. 100 is jumping one of us, and we're fighting. We got race riots. We got all type of shit going on in America where we fight and die. These guys are the favorite. Like they are the prize pick favorite, and they won't.
And that's another part of our worldview. Resistance. We resist injustice.
Yes,
right, and that's why I got a song.
Remember, in Tulsa, the first day we actually
they're right.
Rosewood, the first day we actually won.
Yeah, I got a song, FBA song called Resistance. All right, let me play the video.
But I just want to put the capstone on everything you're saying, because these people with this dude Frank Zanna was running around saying that food and dance and dressing, none of that is.
Now, hey, look, no, I got him. See, but the thing is, he's protected right now. So what I gotta do, family, I gotta do a Patreon, and maybe Charles got a dollar. I got to. Look, yeah, he's protected because he went on a Daily Crew, and they had that discussion on Patreon. You cannot react off paid. Yeah, you cannot do that. Yeah, they would shut my channel down. So I gotta do a Patreon. Yeah, but see, I got him. I debunked every point that he came up with, bro.
What I did was I took his talking points, right? Jotted it, and then I posed the questions in AI. I use Copilot, right?
Right.
I use Microsoft Copilot, and I'm like, yo, I took his talking points and turned them upside down. I'm like, okay, if this is what you want to go with, our worldview involves fighting injustice, survival and resilience. You know what I'm saying? Freedom and justice, community and kinship. You know, I'm like, yo, and we can show this by every point of our worldview can be seen in our actions everywhere we go. Hence, when you talked about building the damn airport and building those airplanes and then taking them to Ethiopia so help them fight to get their freedom. Because he, in that same joint you're talking about, he said, when you leave outside of your community, you can see what your culture is when you're somewhere else. Well,
can you see my screen?
You say?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
No, look. Wait, no. I got to play the video. I got to play the video because everybody's saying, "Let me talk." Y'all, don't let me talk. Okay, this is right here, bro. Look, can you see my screen now? Okay, so can you see my screen? This is it. This is the entire video.
Play it.
And I can't because it's a paid. It's a paid video. You can't play it. I'll get my channel shut down immediately. All right, but that's why I got to do a Patreon. I got to cook them, and bro, I've been attempting to find a way. How can I unless I have AI talk from? But that's hard because AI can't differentiate when he's talking opposed to one of those guys. It'd be the same voice speaking for everybody. It'd be too confusing. But maybe I was mad as hell. Like, yo, why would you see? That's why I said they're protecting him, bro. Like, why would you put this on Patreon and it's still on Patreon? At least take it off now. That shit old. But they got on pay. They're protecting this guy for getting cooked.
That shit is. I just saw that today.
Yeah,
but also
wait, make the video, bro. I gotta work, man. It's 12:45.
Okay,
let me get the video out the way.
Do your thing.
I'm looking for somewhere to hide.
All right, so you can take that down. I don't want to.
Hold on. This is what I want you to read right here. This.
Hold on. Whoa. Everybody stop. And I'm going to read this again. The three pillars, the three stars represents the three.
Now you can see on this channel, all you heard was hooping and hollering on this channel. I don't want that over here, man. Like, those are recipes for failure. When people got that hooper hollering, they got no views. Like your content people got to want to enjoy it, man. And when they're mopping, doing dishes, throwing the ball to their son, they want to listen to something, conscious.
Yo, you do a good job.
And then the hooper and hollering you guys do, like you're like sabotaging my channel. I mean, I'm saying don't do it. You still doing it. Kind of like it's intentional, like some hate shit. Like, no, I don't want that type of content. That, like me, like I'm explosive. I can roast. I can be disrespectful. I've done it already. But I realized those videos are non-replayable. They got no replayable value at all because it makes you look crazy when you replay it to a new audience. People who just came here, like, yeah, damn, what the fuck is this dude? And they're not going to subscribe. So it has to be content that people don't mind replaying. Oh, wow, he cooked them. Let me listen to that one again. I want those classics. I don't want a classic where they wilding, but some Jerry Springer show. They wilding. Nah, I don't want that because they'll watch it one time and never again. We do that. We watch stuff one time for an argument and never again. All right, here we go. So now they're pulling up Tarina She's personal website, and they think they're going to corner me.
Groups who make up the ethnic group that will become foundational black.
That's his opinion. What they got to do with me?
It says the black Aboriginal people of North America, which don't exist. It says the black explorers and traders who had contact with the Americans for Columbus, who don't exist. And the only ones that really exist is the captives brought from the Western Hemisphere, from Africa, yo. So based off the foundation of this whole thing we got going on right now, it's only one group to stand tall right here. That's the ones that was brought from Africa that mixed in with, at small amounts, married into the families of Native Americans, bro, and mixed with Europeans. That would be called African Americans.
No, it won't. Okay, so
I'm biased.
No, it won't.
Never go for
All right.
So y'all believe that other shit now? Y'all believe that other shit?
Wait, what was it? Bro, you keep
black Aboriginals of North America?
No.
Okay, so you want to give me? All right, this is for you now. Since you want to dip your feet in the water, let me ask you this question.
The water. Yeah, ask me.
Okay, cool.
I go with 100 questions.
In the water.
No. This is relevant. Who called themselves Black American? I'm sorry. Who called themselves African Americans during the 1800s?
We pulled the source on it.
No. I'm saying, but again, what status were those people?
Freedmen.
Right. Now, what percentage of free? Now, first of all, where were they located? Were they in the south or the north?
All right, the south.
No, they were in the north.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Family, they're not ready. They're not ready, man. Their history recollection ain't here, man. They're not in the south. They're in the north. Okay. I mean, that's anybody who researched this will never say the south. But let's go. And it was a very small percentage of them that actually used the term. That was not popular at all. That was not a national term.
See, we're not fighting that. That's not a fight.
So what's the fight? He may not be fighting. That's why I said, well, what's the fight then? So now what's unfair is that he's faking like he's speaking for his panel and his chat. He's not. He's speaking for himself and Dr. Maya. The rest of his chat and panel, they do accept that. Okay, they do believe that. Revenue argued that stupid ass point, had to cook him, but they do believe that. So he's trying to speak for everybody. That's disingenuous.
Fight. Have to be settled on. The fight is that the foundation of FBA is a pseudo-mentary of 8 counts that says indigenous black people,
now I understand,
explorers, and goddamn people from Africa. That's a bunch of bullshit.
So listen,
that's my fight.
I agree.
You know that's listen. If you don't agree with that, black African Americans.
Juju trying to drop somebody.
See, everybody's let me reply to that real quick, and I won't be long. Okay, so first of all, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, because the requirements to be FBA ain't that you got to be Native American.
Take your thing down. I don't know what this on here, man. That's a pseudo map right there.
Yeah. Who the hell is that?
Oh, that's a pseudo map.
Hey, yo, these Africoons, these Pan-Africanists, they're Karens. They're Karens because they'll throw a rock. When you beat them in the head, they'll run and play victim. Oh, why you? Nah. So that's why I call them Pan-Africanists. Look, this guy put up a stupid map like this. That's a white man created or some Chinese man created. And he's using it like this is a source. You look how great Africa is. They got coffee, cotton. All right, so why the hell isn't Ibrahim Traoré successful using that shit? Why is he selling this?
And they're broke.
Yeah, he's selling this to the damn Russians. Like, yo, why, if it's so valuable, why are you selling it to the Russians? Why are you not using it to be great? Like, this dude want dollars. He don't want this rate. He want American dollars, yo. That's what Ibrahim Traoré want. That's what Africa want. They want the Zing or the Jin, whatever shit called, the Zen. They want dollars. They don't want resources. So to put this map up to me, like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, yo, I'm not a Pan-Africanist. This is stupid shit. So, but even checked him. Get that pseudo map off the damn channel, man. What the hell on y'all?
Come on, man. I don't want to get out. Come on, man. Get it out.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't embarrass the channel.
We don't have no resources, man.
No, man. Get
let me reply to you real quick.
Come on, yo. Kill it. From the end.
Hey, but real quick, this is a quick question. I'll drop down.
No.
Wait. Let me respond. Yeah. This guy's got this map up. Like, this is like the Superman, like bulletproof, uniform. Like, yo, what does this mean to us? Yeah, is that a mat we wipe our feet on? Wait, hold on. let me play the video. Let me play the video. And then you could do what you want to do. Because you guys talk long, you took over, and I waited
all right,
my
bad.
time to so I'm just giving commentary. I'm giving commentary. You know, I'm reacting. Okay, so this is a mat. This is a welcome mat, family. We should have outside of our door. You dig? Here, wipe your feet on this right here. You dig? And they come in, when they come out, here you go. You know, wipe your feet on this map. This map, M-A-T-T and M-A-P-P. Real fast, and then y'all got it.
Just one quick question, and I'll drop. It's only gonna take 10
Wait,
seconds.
I'm gonna reply to Unc though. I don't want to forget on there. The requirements of FBA is that you have to have the experience. You have to go through chattel slavery, Jim Crow, Black Reconstruction, and the continuity, everything to now. That's the requirements to be FBA. Not that you were Native American.
You trick us. We're getting tricked then. Why would you have that in there if you ain't trying to trick me?
Hey, bro, that's one guy opinion. Now, let me say this. So now,
the guy.
So now, now address that, right? So now let me make this statement right here.
That is the guy. Yo, come on, man. Why we keep acting like that's not the guy?
All right. So let me make this last statement. So now you see they're desperate to point Tariq Nasheed as a leader. Like and you see how I'm like, nah. Tariq's a grown man. I'm a grown man. And some of y'all grown women. We got the right to have a website, and all of us, including Ling and Vendetta, we all got the right to make a website and put what we believe on a website that reps FBA. Like, we all can do that. Like, who can tell you can't do that? Some of us got what? Tariq flag. Some of us got the Black American Heritage flag. Some of us got the American flag, and some of us got all three. But who could tell somebody, nah, take that flag down? Nobody can do that. Because we are all rulers of our own life and homes and world and shit. So you're not going to tell me somebody my leader because they have some great information, they have an opinion. No, everything Tariq Nasheed does is up for, debate. If we look at it, we might say, okay. Then we might say, nah, I'm good. It's real simple, man. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a vote. It's going to be a poll, you dig, with the lineage. Because nobody is over the next person. We're all beneficiaries of the lineage, right? We're all stakeholders. We all got stake in the lineage. Nobody's over nobody. So, and nobody can lay down law, right? So no, I reject somebody's my leader, and they can't get over that.
You know what? It's on the website. I'm gonna pull it and say I'm not the leader.
Wait. Don't reply. No, because I respond to you and now I want to say something freely. Okay, what I say is the only Black people ever to exist are people who experience U.S. chattel slavery. I'm saying everything. Okay, yeah, I heard you, and I agree with you. When I hear you talk, when you cook Sinetta, I agree. Mm-hmm. You dig? So I ain't got to go no further.
Right.
I'm a yield.
All right, bet.
And I appreciate. All right, so I was about to go into Black. Who's Black? Who's not? He already said he agreed. That's why I stopped. Cause he said, okay, I guess he heard me say it before. So he just was like, yeah, I agree. So I just stopped. I was like, all right, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I'm good. So that's pretty much just that. Okay, so what you brothers were gonna say? I just wanted to play that all the way out.
On the way out, I just wanted to say.
Not on the way out. I was playing that on the the last, just that. Because any other video I'm gonna do for tomorrow.
I was just gonna say that map, that African map they show with all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's not even African stuff. It's in Africa, but it doesn't belong to them.
Right.
It belongs to the European powers through the companies that control it. They say possession is 9/10 of the law. And although it's in African soil, it's in the possessions of the European powers. It's not African.
Damn. That's bad. Bragging about something that's not yours.
It's not even theirs. And 9 out of 10, you know what's going to happen if they really get to kicking them out collectively and they want it. You know what's going to happen. Straight warfare.
Between who?
Warfare. The European powers and them Africans who can't defend themselves.
Yeah, bro. Ain't no warfare. It's gonna be what they did before, bro. When they colonized them in the late 1800s, was that war? Hell no. They went over there, kicked them
No,
over, and said, "Yo,
come
give us
on,
this, give us
man.
that." Yeah, y'all ain't pygmies, and you ain't Yoruba. Y'all all Nigerians, okay? You ain't Hutus, you ain't Tutsis. You're all Rwandians. The white man said, "Yo, y'all ain't this different people. Y'all gonna work
Exactly.
together like he said. Y'all gonna work for me like y'all all the same. You putting the same uniform on. Y'all all Nigerian. You did. Y'all all Burundis." The white man was not trying to hear that. No, get him, not me. See, I'm from this tribe. That white man was like, man, the hell with that. Y'all all Nigerian. Y'all all Burundi. Y'all all Rwanda. Get in there and do my
They
shit. Like,
told them who
get
they
this
were.
oil. Yeah,
They told them who
they
they
named
were.
them. They named
They
them
did
Nigerians.
facts. Facts. I heard you say this to somebody the other day. You said the white man named y'all that, and y'all kept it after y'all got y'all.
Right.
Yeah,
West Indians. That's a white man term. That's British.
Yep.
Yep. Nigerian.
Yep.
All that stuff. The white man named them all that, bro.
Yep.
And they kept it.
It's not theirs. That's not their stuff.
Yeah. The only time they unify, this is a fact. The only time, this is why I want them to come on here. They want to unify. The only time they unify is when the white man was involved. The white man made them unify over the gun because he like, yo, fuck all that beef and shit. Y'all need to get this oil. You dig? So y'all gonna all do it together. Opposite there, but opposite loved ones together. Y'all gonna get this oil for me. All that beef,
Matter of
all that
fact,
beef stuff.
I don't
Save
even
that
think they
shit.
knew they had oil.
No, they did. No, they did for sure. They for sure did.
Okay.
They for sure did. You know
They
why?
knew they had
Because
crude oil.
because white folks already tapped in it before, and they were getting it from them.
Okay.
They already Nigeria. They already knew they did, and
So they
because
just jacked it from them then. They
yeah,
just jacked it.
well,
They pulled up a
they
robbery.
was getting what they couldn't get out the ground, so they agreed to a royalty. So you had Shell. I know it was BP. BP went over
Yeah,
there
BP.
and extracted their oil, and they get them a royalty. And those African tethers were living fat, and they didn't share no money with the natives, and they disrespected the Ogoni people. They polluted their water because they lived up there. Yeah, sad. They like now those were the real riders. The Ogoni people, like those were the real. Cause they stepped to those African tethers. They stepped to them about siding with the white man, and they killed them, bro.
Wow.
They killed him.
Who killed them?
Yes,
The
sir.
other Africans?
No, yeah, killed them.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yep, killed
Yo,
them.
when you go through the history, it's like one after another. The history, this is what they do. What would make you think they would look at us any different among themselves?
Among them, bro, they're literally all Nigerians. The Ogoni people are Nigerians that live in Nigeria. The oil that they were extracting were seeping into their water, and they were extracting it like in a unsanitary way. You feel me? And of course, the
Yeah.
white man didn't give a shit. But the Nigerian government say, hey, man, you got to clean this up, bro. This ain't gonna work, bro. They collected a check and let the Ogoni people get cancer, all type of stuff. And then, bro, when they went out there to protest, to be brave and go against that Nigerian government, and they be lying. They had government. They had a real government, all right? When they went out there and opposed the government, bro, the Nigerian government, they killed them, bro. They made an example out of them.
Man, that's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. I'm sorry. They can keep that. I'm gonna tell you. I used to be a Nelson
Keep
Mandela.
that.
I used to be a Nelson Mandela lover, and I got disillusioned. I never forget. This is around 2000. I want to say 3ish. I read his book. I forget the name of the title of that one in particular, but in it he was talking about in his early days as a lawyer when he was fighting for rights for his people. He said he didn't view his people as all South Africans. He only was fighting for his people as the Xhosa people. He didn't care about the other
Really?
tribes.
Wow.
Facts. And I said, that's crazy how I remember as a kid growing up over here, us fighting for this man to get out of prison. And this whole time, this motherfucker only seen his people as his tribe.
Yeah, the whole time he was set tripping. The whole time. That's crazy.
Facts. I was madder than a motherfucker, man. I was mad as a motherfucker. And Pan-Africans will never tell you that. And I know they read his book.
That's all they do. All they do is read books. They don't do no action. They just read books all day.
I know they read his book. I read that. I said, "Oh, this man is a." And then his words were prophetic because when he became he sold his own people. They don't even like him no more because he sold out when he became the president. So if you read his book and you see that portion in there, you see his actions never changed as an old man.
Let me give a shout out to this super chat. The lineage love. Terrell Evans, $20 super chat. He says, "Paying my dues, family. This is a very informative broadcast today. Excellent job. Keep doing what you're doing." Yeah, well, definitely. And the brothers helped out as well. They was on here dropping some dope knowledge. Yeah, so
Yeah, brothers was letting off them Hiroshima bombs. Was letting off. Yeah. Yeah, man. But yo, yo, I like the way your channel's growing. It's a different feeling vibe every day. Keep it pushing, keep it going, keep it coming, big brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep it coming. I think sometimes when you bring brothers like Unc over here, you might want to chop it up into segments where you get to go back and forth with him, and then you bring people up later. Then you get to bring people up later. But yeah, I'm looking at this map still. Like, again, what you was about to say?
that's all I was gonna say. Like they made an example of some of those thoroughbred Ogoni people who was fighting for justice. You feel me? These cowards gonna execute some of them and to deter other folks from fight. I mean, these guys are literally yo. All of the Ogoni people, the way they ate, they lived off the land. They went fishing. The damn literally the water is filled. All the fish is dying. They like these guys had to order from McDonald's.
That's
Fish.
crazy.
Yeah, they poison the waters, man. That's why they live on water. And what's that shit called? Logos, Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah, they live on water, bro. I'm gonna be killing our own country talking shit over here.
Wow, man. Wow. It's man. Listen, man. Yeah, they can keep that. I'm not going over. I don't even want to go over there. I used to want to go over there so bad. I'm good. I'm good on that.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, like, I'm not gonna feel good about being around a bunch of tethers. Like that's not gonna make me feel, proud about myself,
bro. Man, I don't want to go nowhere where somebody's gonna call me an Akata, stop my car, and demand money from me, or they're gonna trump charges on me to lock me up.
Yeah. And then you can do about it either. Yeah.
I don't want to go over there, bro. Yo, I knew a brother over here from in New York. He was from out of Staten Island. He was African. He was from Liberia. He got asylum over here because he was a child soldier, right?
Yeah.
He was a child soldier. He was telling me the stuff, man. He said, yo, when they was child soldiers and they was kids, if they seen a dude and he had an NBA or what appeared to be an NBA jersey off, dude would just shoot you and take it and wear it with the bullet hole in it.
You lying? He said that?
I'm dead ass serious, bro.
Wow.
Dude, if you got a pair of sneakers on that look like they came from America, one of them child soldiers was gonna blow your top off and take them.
Wow.
They don't want to tell you the truth, man. When you start meeting these people intimately and you start talking to them, yo, savagery. And then it reminds me of Elijah Muhammad all the time when in the teachings with Elijah Muhammad, right? Why you think he called it the jungles of Africa?
Yes, he did. He was very firm.
He was anti-African.
Yes.
We were
oh my
not
God.
African. We were Asiatic according to his teachings. Not African.
He didn't big up Africa at all. And so when people be bragging about y'all be bragging Malcolm X was a student of Elijah Muhammad. Okay, fact. He believed that too.
He called it the wilderness. There was no civilization in Africa under Elijah Muhammad's teachings. Matter of fact, didn't he say General Monk led some people there into the jungles of Africa away from civilization?
Yeah, right. The way from civilization. Yeah, I gotta get that. Because I got the Supreme Wisdom book. Yeah, I gotta show that. He said away from civilization, the jungles of Africa. Yeah, he used to flame them, yo.
So my thing is this, because I thought about that one day when you was going off, and I'm like, yo, hold on. I know Ron know this because like when we go to our peoples and we talking about what they started in 1933,
Yeah.
right? He's teaching this as early as the 1930s, bro. We didn't consider ourselves African.
Hey, bro, listen, hey, family, I gotta hear what he's saying. The Nation of Islam, they never, ever, nowhere in their doctrine, they ever said they were African. They never, and right now, you'll never catch Rizza Islam, Brother Ben. You won't catch none of them saying they're African.
They was calling themselves the Asiatic black man.
Right.
Facts. You didn't even hear Malcolm X talking about Africa and African until after he left. I don't remember him talking about.
No, he never did. It wasn't until he linked up with he left. He got, you know what I mean, when he got removed out of there, he had to do something. Well, he didn't have to, but he felt like so what he did was, family, they do what normal people do. Like he gonna go against the teachers and try to like buck up against them. So he went to a doctrine that was opposing the Nation of Islam. So basically he wanted to teach everything that they taught against.
Yeah.
So he linked up with lion ass Dr. John Henry Clark and started to just lie and romanticize Africa. Oh, it's so great. Oh my God, Africa, oh my God. And they showed that map right there with the oil, gold, and coffee. That's what he showed Malcolm X.
That they ain't never control. How you can't even just think about this? And here's the irony. I was watching a video with Ghana about Ghana and the chocolate, the cocoa. You know, they didn't even use the cocoa. They didn't even eat it. They didn't use it. They didn't even use it, bro.
That's crazy.
They don't control it. They have no control over it all. Nestle controls that whole goddamn thing. The Dutch, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
They get almost no money from it. They get pennies on a dollar from that shit. Bro.
That's wild.
Bro. I don't want to hear nothing from I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing from them talking about how good they don't control nothing that comes from themselves. Nothing.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is like an easy question. I'm playing around. So they don't control it. So what do they end up doing with it?
Okay, they pick it. They pick it. They carry these big ass bushels and they set them out in these areas because they got to make them dry off to get the covering off from and all of that. Then they sell it. They sell it.
Look, you said. Look, you said they pick it. Like they did us. They picked us out. They gathered us up, and that's my point. And all they do is sell their valuables, and they wonder why they ain't shit. And they sold us right. We were for us. They got nothing but K2, some drugs, some lean, some scissors.
You know what they got from us? They was getting mirrors for us, bottles of liquor, a couple of guns,
some K2, some Finny, all that shit, heroin,
stuff like that.
Yeah, these guys are savages. And this is why I want one of them call in. I went on Unc channel. If I kept playing that, y'all would have heard these guys, but I'm not gonna do it.
And this is another thing. Remember, y'all was talking about the Egypt stuff. They was going on with the Pan-Africans with this Egypt shit they was doing. That's why they focused on Egypt, because if outside of Egypt, Ethiopia, and Kush, right? And arguably, that's really the same people from in antiquity. Not now, but in antiquity, those are really the same people. Outside of there, and maybe Timbuktu, right? Ain't no real building that they did. Not West Africa. Ain't no real building. So they associate themselves with the Egyptians because
10,000 years ago.
Come on, man.
And these guys and their women were putting crocodile poop in the vagina cavity. Like, yeah.
What?
Oh, you know that? Oh, yeah. You know
Yo,
that.
Ron, come on, man. Don't say it ain't so, Ron.
Nah, yeah, nah. They won't talk to me about Egypt. Unc knows.
They got
Me, Unc. Me, look. I had these convos with them, bro. I had Wujawu. I had all of them, brother Reggie. I had all of them in one live, bro. I got those lives. I'll play them. I got those lives. Yo, it was just me and ex architect. We cooked all of them, bro. All right.
Come on,
Yes,
man.
because I was showing how they ain't do shit. Like they all this science. I'm like weird.
And this is another thing. In line with what you just saying. What, like, okay, you got the dudes running around Nigeria right now, right? The savage ass dudes running around Nigeria, kidnapping young girls and all wording them, right?
Yeah,
And
crazy.
forcing them into marriage, right? You got the Somalis running around crying on TV because the government said you can't marry girls under 18 no more.
Damn.
Facts. Yo, bro, they had a fit so big that the government reversed their damn decision saying that they can't marry young girls under 18 no more.
So
damn. This is what we're talking about. You want to be a part of?
I gotta do a live on just Sudan.
Sudan
family,
is
family. The reason why Myron Gaines ain't want to talk about Sudan with Tariq, I don't know too many countries worse off than Sudan. Like I didn't know it was that horrible, disgusting, irreversible. That's why they all are leaving the country to Canada, UK, America, anywhere. Sudan is like almost entirely finished.
You know when you read stories back in the days where it appears the whole nation, a whole group of people were just savage beasts that doing all kind of just debauchery. That's what real live Somalia look like right now. Bro, they just broke it down how it's so bad for women out there. Almost every group of men out there all worded the women.
Yeah,
the Somalis themselves, various Arab groups, various troops from different nations, different European nation groups. They just get over this. It's a free fall. We could just get our R word on.
Yeah. So basically, they made the Somali women for the streets. That's crazy. First class citizen, $5 super chat, lineage love in the building. He said, I think I remember that about the incident in Nigeria regarding the oil spill. Was that around the mid-90s involving the activist Ken Sarah Owiwa? Man, not sure. So what I was talking about was like early 1900s, like late 1800s, around like 1901, 1903. That's what I was focused on. The 1990, I do remember that spill. They had to clean up. Is a big thing. I'm not too familiar with that, but I was speaking on the genesis of the oil with BP in Nigeria and that shitty ass government who sold their entire people out for some money, ain't shared one dime with the masses. Not one dime.
Another thing I want to point out. Well, yeah, this guy said props to Tariq Nasheed exposing them. Africans make sense marrying your own cousins. That's what they do. As opposed to us in FBA, your cousins are like your siblings.
Yeah.
In our culture. Your cousin is like your siblings. Your aunties are like your mother.
Yes, sir.
Facts. Man, listen, man. I don't. These people crazy. They want to go. Today, if you look at Elijah Muhammad's teachings, and you look at the geopolitical and cultural stances right now of Africa, right? Elijah Muhammad words still ring prophetic. Savage.
I gotta give him credit because I ain't gonna lie, I was criticizing him when I was trying to be pro-African. Oh, Elijah Muhammad, that ain't right. You wrong, brother. You wrong.
Them niggas are savage.
Yeah, now I was doing that until I started to like really look at what they're doing. Like you said, all he could brag about is Ethiopia, this and that, and then Egypt, but nothing modern at all. I'm like, damn. And then you got revenue lying saying Ibn Tree had a car fleet that can compete with Elon Musk. Like these guys got a dream.
Come on, man.
And the car was better than Tesla because this car ran by lightning, some bullshit like that. I'm like, dude, Come on,
Come
Reverend.
on,
Like,
man.
yeah, the
Come
dude
on.
embarrassed himself, and like that
Come
was
on,
early.
man.
A matter of fact, that might have been his first call in with me, and he said that crazy stuff. So
Yo,
I knew he was light work after that.
See, he sound like the guy from back in the 90s that'll sell you a TV box with a TV in it when you take it home as rocks.
Yeah, I was gonna say that a bunch of rocks in it. Yeah,
Bunch of rocks. yo, yo, he'll sell you a dream if you let him sell it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like this,
yeah.
like you see
Let
him
me
trying to call me a
answer.
liar and he couldn't tell you what I lied about.
Right. Oh yeah, of course. Now, yo, y'all cooked him with that one. Y'all was like, hey, you see? He said, wait a minute, say it again. Y'all was like, what do you mean say it again? You don't need to.
I
You
don't
say it
care. You
again.
calling me a liar?
What did he right? What did he say? Oh, yeah, y'all gotta clip that, bro. Like that's some stuff that need to be repeated, man.
And then the funny thing was, the other brother pointed out to him. He said, "Yo, he said what he said, and you proved what he said, and then called him a liar."
Yeah. Now look, let me read. Let me read. Okay, damn. Hey, let me read Darlene comment. She said, "Is Ihan Omar a terrorist?" I don't know what it is, but if he lives in Africa, most likely.
Oh no, that's she's a what you call that? A congresswoman
The woman in
in
Congress.
Minnesota.
Man, I can't stand that woman, yo.
Yo, but you know what she just did,
Fake.
right? She's now saying they're black.
Oh my
She's
God,
using the black
no.
card now.
Oh my God. All
Yeah,
right, so
there it goes.
okay, so look,
What
Kwame Revenue is going to defend himself, and then we're out of here. We're not. So Revenue, I'm about to hop off. You want to defend yourself? Go ahead, man. And then we're out. With no clap back, no response.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just let him
Yeah,
talk.
we'll pick up tomorrow, bro.
Nah, I just wanted to know why you threw your chat and Sanchez under the bus like that on Unk Show. Like that was crazy.
Who I did what?
I just wanted to know why you threw your chat and Sanchez under the bus
Hey,
like that.
bro, I just played all of it in front of everybody. Ain't throw the bottom of the bus. See, I'm different than you, bro. I don't have multi-colors. I don't have different sides of me. Like you're over here, you're Kwame on 390, your revenue. I'm unbiased everywhere I go, bro. I'm
Nah,
unbiased.
I'm speaking about
Okay.
you threw the people that believe that black native
No.
aboriginals is already in America. You threw
Nah,
them under the
look,
bus.
hey, bro. Listen, that doesn't work. Like, I don't know how you look. This is how hateful these guys are. They see the channel growing. They see supporters here. So what he wants to do, I'ma call in and tear y'all apart so people start coming.
No,
In.
I'm not trying to
Hey,
I'm not trying to. I
bro.
can't tear down
Okay.
FBA.
Let's say if I did that, what that got to do with you? What are you, the whistleblower?
Nah. I
Yeah,
just
all
thought
right, all right,
I
man.
think Art made a good point
All
that
right, all
you
right,
should.
cool.
Wait, me to make the point. I think Art made a great point that you should hold. You should be more scientific and hold certain people accountable, saying, "Hey,
Nah, no.
why not to go along with
You know
pseudo
why?
information?"
You know why? Guess what? Are you superstitious?
No,
Well, I am, and I always was. So now, no matter what you say, bro, I'm gonna be superstitious on certain things. You feel me? You could be scientific all day long. Yo, the scientific method, C equals MC squared, right? And that ain't gonna stop me from being superstitious. I've always been superstitious. I'm super. So what somebody is, it's not my job to. That's your job to debunk people and tell them what's right, what's wrong. That ain't my job, bro. I don't care if you believe the Earth is flat, square, rectangle, triangle. That don't do nothing for me. You could believe dinosaurs real. Yeah, I got a real friend that believes in aliens. Believes in the mountain rock people. You know, it's not my job to debunk him. I was like, all right, well, shit, I don't. Like I said, with the flat Earth, I think Sanchez is grown enough to accept that. He said that. He said, I know most of y'all don't subscribe to that. Like, yeah, I don't, but I'm not. If you're looking for a debate, that won't be me. And I don't care about it enough to even debate. Like, I got my lanes, and not that I can't debate that stuff. That's not my interest in 2025, and neither in 2026. So revenue. So just going forward in 2025, I had okay, New Year's. I had a New Year's resolution. It's kind of like the same one. It is to not fight argue as much as possible with my lineage. So that means the differences, I'm going to look past them.
So you're
As
gonna look
long as
past the people that believe
yeah,
that they aboriginal to America.
what that got to do with me?
I'm
Explain.
saying if you know if you're an FBA,
Okay.
I think hold on, let me just make my point.
Yeah.
You
I
can
know you
answer.
about to mess up, but go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if
Right.
you're an FBA, you know you're pivotal in the FBA community right now. And I mean, you know what I'm saying, you say you getting 10K views,
Yeah.
Man.
right?
But
I
make it.
think
I
you,
want to hear this. Go ahead.
yeah, I think you know, you should be able to
To do
you know
what?
correct certain people. 'Cause just like you correct Pan Africans, you know you like to say,
Wait. Yeah, but the difference
wait, hold
is
on, you like to say, you know, we're
you
the
you
only
at that.
black, we're the
No,
only black
but
people.
that's a false equivalent. My lineage ain't calling me debating that stuff. They're expressing what they believe. They're not challenging me. You guys call to like you did just now. You guys don't call to express stuff. You call to challenge me. I accept
I'm
all.
not
No,
challenging you
no.
on
Listen,
anything.
bro. I'm saying most when you call, you got questions to challenge me in the lineage. I'm saying my lineage who believes different than me. I just said some people got the 1526 flag, some got the Black American Heritage flag, and some only got the American flag, and some got all three, and some got none. Okay, wait.
Ron,
See, you're
it
missing.
sounds like
He just wants to respond.
all right,
He's not.
Ron.
He's not gonna listen.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold, but I'm saying, Ron, you sounded very, very different on channel than you do in your own channel. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
Sounded
hold on.
very different.
Wait, let me ask you a question. When Unc came here just now, did you hear Unc talk?
No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear.
Oh, he sounded very different over here than his channel. So what are you saying now?
Well, I didn't hear. I didn't hear.
Okay,
When I get the
you could
replay,
play. Oh yeah, you can play it back. But hold on. Hey, the Vendetta. The Unc sound
Yo,
the same energy
now
over here. Oh,
no, to keep it 100, Unc was very
huh?
cool and calm today.
Wait,
Unc
we
is
didn't hear
usually
you. Right.
Unc was Unc was very, very relaxed, cool and calm today. He wasn't,
Oh,
he wasn't he wasn't too argumentative. He only
right,
went back and
revenue.
forth with Ling Ling. That's it.
Okay,
But
so you see that revenue. Sometimes people when they're in their hometown, home country, you know, they pop their collar, they style and all that stuff, and they go somewhere else. They can have like a cool neutral swag. You feel me? Because I'm letting them dictate the energy. And by the fact, but I did wild out though. I wild out. I was loud. I was cutting people off because it was my turn to talk. It was my turn to talk, and nobody's gonna talk over me. So I behaved exactly what I did, but I didn't call nobody names. I don't do what Mr. Docs does or Tether Dream. I try to be the example guest. That's why, bro. I'm trying to teach people how to be a guest on another panel, even though you're being ragged, dragged, disrespected. I'm trying to lead how to be a guest.
you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you this too. What's surprising was he was getting cooked and he remained cool under fire as well. I never heard of him remain that cool while he get cooked.
Yeah, so revenue. This was the worst time to say I'm biased. You were different because Unc was totally different. See, you can't see, but you can't pick it. So now when you watch it back, I want you to call an Unc channel tomorrow and say, Unc, you were very different on it, like you did me. If you're unbiased,
yeah. I
okay, you do
would.
that.
When I rewatch it, and
Okay, cool.
If
Now,
Unc is agreeing with pseudoscience ideology, then I
nah,
would say, yeah,
ain't no
yeah,
if.
yeah.
No,
That's not. We
ain't no.
didn't say that.
Nah,
We
yeah.
didn't say
You
they
see,
agree with us.
hey,
You see,
family.
yo, this dude is full of devilment, yo.
Oh yeah,
We didn't say nothing like
dude.
that.
Hold on, Vendetta. Let me
No.
reply to you.
Hey, no. Let me go. Okay, dude. That's why. Oh, you threw your lens on the bus. No, I didn't. I played the whole thing back. My stance is very clear and transparent. You are the only person who's double talk.
So
I had to. No. That's it. I'm going to bed. That's it. We out.
Later, peace.
Yeah. He be swearing. He be swearing he cooking. Yo, this guy is.
You know,
Ron, you a
that's why he
funny nigga.
laughing.
You a
That's
funny
why he
nigga.
laughing. He see what he just tried to do. He just tried to lay down some devilment.
Wait,
Yeah.
Vendetta. Let me ask you a
Nah,
question, Vendetta.
no.
Nope,
What?
over.
No, wait. Call him tomorrow, man. It's late. See,
All right, peace.
hey, SWLEW44. I gotta go to bed.
Peace.
So I'm gonna play the piece. Thank you for calling in, adding to the content. You guys rocked it. Everybody who called, even Ling, you guys rocked it. The chat was filling the conversations. I was trying to get away from the trolling and calling names and just stick with the information. You guys should call names too, because sometimes you just got to do it. You feel me? So, but I'm saying, like, for the most part, let's try to think about other people who might view this video 3, 4, 5, years from now. Because look, somebody watching it now, 12 years old, might be 17, but they might be like kind of with their mom. You deal me? So they're not really interested. But they turn 17, they like they they got an open ear, they open mind for stuff. They think about us. Then they go back and rewatch the videos their mom watched, and now they like in tune. So we're cracking and joking and doing all that. They like, I'm good. They're gonna move on and find it somewhere else, probably from a troll. Cosplaying is one of us. So that's all. Now, I'm not saying never roast, never cook, never yell at people. I'm just saying, like, like, try your best, because I'm trying to debate like Malcolm X and them, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad, because they didn't call nobody name. Like they debated with fierce, right? Sternness, firmness, and very witty, very clear, no mush mouth. So I'm trying to get to that level. Like Tariq Nasheed, I'm trying to get to that at where I'm just crisp. You feel me? But it can be hard when you're dealing with tethers. So let me play the outro song. If you guys don't know, this is I make music on the side for fun. You dig? Some people want to inquire about purchasing it, and I'm gonna find a way where that could happen. But just have fun, family. I made the music because I was tired of music today. Right? It's garbage. It's over sexualized. It's over homosexualized. I mean, it's just garbage. The content is disgusting, and I don't want that in my head while I'm like idle. So I said, all right, let me do my own positive music. And I ended up sharing it with the chat. They liked it. They motivated me, encouraged me to do more and more songs. So now I got a bunch of songs where the chat just can get it all in one spot. Maybe I'll find a way to get it up line. Maybe 99 cents, whatever. Again, just for fun, just for love. It's not managed like us, right? I say they don't like us. They don't like us. And then I say they not like us. They not like us. I say they look like lookalikes. They look like lookalikes. They're not like us. Then I say they are our lookalikes. I say they look like lookalikes. They ain't like us. And I say they are our lookalikes. They're not us, right? They look just like us, some of them, but they ain't us. It's not getting on nobody. It's not calling them names. I'm just saying they don't. Some of them don't like us. I'm just being real in a song form. Here you go. And before you leave, make sure you like the video, subscribe, uh, notification bell. And this song is a bop. This ain't no, oh man, let's support Unbiased Ron song because he did a song for the lineage. The song ass, but let's just support because it's the lineage. No, this song is really a bop. Watch. Hey, before I go, hey Calvin, click that link real fast. I want to understand what you're saying. You said Africa is not a continent; it's 54 countries. Well, I got a question about that. Yeah, I mean, cause y'all, I mean, like this is the whole per capita, raw based numbers. If it's countries, then why you call yourself after the continent? Why do you say Africans? So so we can't lump them up as one, but you'll call them one thing. So if that's true, then Calvin, there's no why call anybody African? They're just part of 54 countries. Zimbabwe, Kenyan. I'm with that. I'm with calling them exactly where they're from. Okay, but you know you can't make sense of that. And matter of fact, I am going to take your wrench. Yeah, so you got to call in to get your wrench back, buddy. All right. People say stuff in the chat to try to sound smart. But let's see, this might be him right here. This be perfect. I'll do 10, 15 more minutes with this guy. Unmute yourself, man.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother? How's everything going?
Good. Everything's going. Are you Calvin?
No, sir. I'm actually Ghostface. Someone called me a tether, and I want to correct that right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I'm not a tether. I'm actually an American Indian Seminole from the Muskogee Confederacy out of the area of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Okay, the Racial Integrity Act of 1924 turned my people, the Muskogee Confederacy, into Black people. Okay? Now, the reason why you're named a Black person by Walter Ashby Plecker, okay? The reason why you were named that was so that you don't get the national trade deficit. That's your reparations. See, we gave them the United States government. We had our own government here. Hence the American Revolutionary War. Key word, revolutionary, the act of overthrowing another government. Okay? You still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, I don't know too much about all this Black stuff. Okay, because Black didn't come out. None of my family members. My father was born in 1930. My grandfather was born in 1891. My great grandfather was born in 1845. Okay, none of these people, none of them said they were Black.
All right, hold on. Wait. So the parent that was born in 1930, who was that?
That would be my father.
Was your father part of the
I know where you
wait. All right, so okay, so no. Okay. Yeah. You gotta let me go there then.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
I got it. I know. Okay, so was he part of the civil rights movement?
No.
Okay. Did he support the civil rights movement?
No.
Okay. So he was
actually.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I got the question for you.
Answer that question.
No. You said no. You're done. You said no. So here's the.
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
No, I'm
well,
not done.
okay. But I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the next question. I'm trying to. You say you're not a tether. I'm trying to find out. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's what I'm trying to keep going. Like I'm not gonna let you tether babble me. Okay. So so they're not Black.
Hold on. Before we go any further, how old are you?
I'm 47.
I'm 51. So let's talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's talk.
So I'm guessing he called himself Negro and colored.
No. He called himself an American Indian. My father never called himself a Negro, colored, or none of those are fighting words according to my dad.
So on paper, hold on, let me get to this. So on paper, he never checked the box.
No.
Black. Okay, cool.
No.
Now,
American
okay.
Indian.
Wait, hold on. I got it. Okay, I got it.
It was non-taxed.
Cool.
American Indian tax exempt.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Cool. Okay. So he was that's your grandfather.
No, that's my father we're talking about.
Okay, cool. And you are labeled with what?
American Indian, Seminole.
And that's on your license?
On my license, on my birth certificate, on everything.
So can you call him tomorrow and verify?
I don't have a phone that reaches the other side. My father's gone.
Oh shit. Yeah. So here's the thing.
I can tell you this though. I have land. in my
Okay,
family
nah.
name.
Yeah, I mean,
The
everybody.
title has
Okay,
been
nah,
the title's been
nah.
1700. Okay.
Nah,
I not
wait,
only
wait,
that, not only that, let me show you something
wait, wait,
else.
wait, wait, oh, wait. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So was he Jim Crowed?
Hey, what?
Was he Jim Crowed? Did he face racial
Wow.
discrimination?
My family owned land. Why would they
No,
be
no.
Jim Crow?
Okay. Did you hear what I just said?
I heard what you said. And
Did
I'm
white
telling
folks
you,
wait, no, listen to the question. Did
come on,
white
man.
folks
How is it? Wait. How
but
can you ask me a
but
question and then when
you're
I go
coming
to
off as a
answer it,
tether, man. Because
when
this is
I
what tethers
answer
do.
the question,
Hey, no,
wait, and I
okay,
answer
no,
the
yeah, because
question, you cut
you
me off.
answered right.
I don't
You
get
just
that.
okay.
I
You
don't
just
get that.
said right. You'll get it right now.
No,
You
I'm not.
just said well. You probably can't. You just probably just dumb. You
Go
just
ahead.
said
And see now
you
you want to if we're
no
gonna
no
call names and we're
yeah
gonna do
we
names,
okay yeah we gotta do names. Because he just said when I answered the question, I cut him off. How the fuck am I cutting you off if you answered the question, stupid? If you answered the question, it's dumb. You just said that. You said when you answered the question, I cut you off. Dude, if you answered the question, you answered the question, and that means I didn't cut you off. I spoke again after you answered the question. You're the guy who can't sit down to ADHD. I ask you a question, you speak fast, don't like your answer, then I go for another question. You want to backtrack and no, bro, settle down and understand the question. Now, this dude said that they own land, and first of all, you sat down during the civil your father your coward ass father sat down during the civil rights movement. I'm good with you, bro. Like to me, you're tethered. The fact you can say that. Then you said you were not Jim Crow. White folks didn't racial discriminate against you and your family. Yeah, nah, bro. That's enough evidence for me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's enough. For me. That's enough evidence for me. You're not FBA. Like you were tethered cosplaying. This dude said his coward ass father, sat back and watched brave FBAs fight for civil liberties and for the world, basically, while his coward ass dad sat back there and smoked his pipe. Yeah, dude, we can't respect behavior like that, bro. We're fighters. We don't sit around and watch people fight for freedom and justice and rights. No, dude, we actually get out there and we are active, dude. Your dad was inactive. Okay, so yeah, so you might be a $5 Indian some shit. But anyway, bro, thanks for admitting that. Family, we're out of here. Peace to the chat, the lineage. Thanks for exposing this guy. We
bye
know who he is
idiot,
now.
bye
Okay.
idiot, bye
Yeah,
idiot,
but what that
bye
changed?
idiot,
He's still
bye
a tether.
idiot,
And he's
bye idiot,
yeah, he's zesty. He's zesty.
idiot.
Yeah. Yo. He came back zesty as bye idiot, bye idiot, bye idiot. Yo, that dude came back zesty as hell. He didn't say no, that's not true. No, no, I promise you, we FBA. He had no fight in him. He's just like his dad. No fight. Just copping pleas, signing peace treaties, and bending over, buck broken. This dude literally said, bye idiot, bye idiot. He didn't have no rebuttal for nothing I said. His coward ass dad gonna watch our ancestors fight like brave superheroes, and he watched from the side like eating popcorn, smoking his pipe, with all type of shit in there. K2, all type of, bullshit weed in there. What they call that stuff? Fake weed, all that type of stuff in there. And he bye idiot, bye idiot. Damn it, yo, some of these dudes be zesty as hell, man. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. Yes, crew, you came too late, bro. I'm out. Peace to the family. I gotta take his wrench. Yo, what was that guy name again? Let me not get off without him. Yo, what was his name, yo? Yo, what was that guy name, yo? Let me get rid of this guy. My man smoking a pipe, watching us fight. What was that dude name? Anybody know his name? I get him out of here. You look, I can't find his name. Yo, who was that family? That's Ghost. Wasn't that Ghostface? Oh yeah, that's him. Okay, I got him. And bro, I'm okay, I got him, family. yo, the dude was smoking K2, watching us fight like superheroes, and he sat on an imaginary property he talking about and just chilling in 1930. He just chilling open. White supremacy is rampant. It's at its highest. 1930s. It's after the Great Depression. White folks are mad and violent and shit. They mad as hell. They eating the worst shit possible. They not happy. And this dude smoking a pipe, sitting on his land, looking stupid, cross-eyed, and white folks just give him a pass. You good, you good. Fuck out of here, dude. Your dad was most likely a $5 Indian. And that's why you are saying what you're saying, dude. Yeah, but we got you. We're exposing. Hey, yo, he exposed himself. I wanted Carlton. He did. I didn't even want this guy. But Carlton ran, so I'm gonna give. Let me know when I see Carlton tomorrow. We need Carlton to call in. All right, family. All right. So we'll catch up tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. Thank everybody for coming up, pulling up, clicking the link. Clicking, the link also to hop on and pay respect and homage to the channel, and also super chatting. A lot of people super chatted. Thank you for that. That helps out, right? A lot. You dig? I got a lot of online bills. I got you dig? I got Photoshop. I got Zoom. I'm gonna cancel StreamYard. I got that for no reason. But I got a lot of online. I got Premium. I got a lot of online shit. So y'all donate. Really, y'all help me out. Take care of all these bills. I got ChatGPT. I got a $20 monthly subscription. So I'm really got money going every which way to make the channel fire. So I appreciate you folks who super chat $5, $2, $1, and also those who cash app. The cash app is there. $ unbiased Ron. No dollars too small. That is going to go towards one of these bills. Thank you. Love you guys. Okay, I didn't play nobody from the house of Coons and Cons today. All right, because I was on channel and I felt like y'all should hear that dialogue when I was on there. But tomorrow we're gonna do a reaction on the video from the house of Cons and Coons. All right, family, peace. Love you guys.